watch me like the big head.
No,
Bring that come road boy.
Just give me the light, just pass the door. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my side, then I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in on the vibe, then I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me look in the hype, and I got to know. Bust a rhyme.
Check it. Clap on the one, enough for clap on the one. Bust a bus in the place, enough for clap on the one. See me and Sean Paul Link, I come to create a plan. We go and dance, I'll bust it up and make up a grand.
What you got, raise your foot, two feet in the air. Jump around like you just don't care. I regret that you feeling hot. Show the boys and then what you got, raise your foot, two feet in the air. Jump around like you just don't care. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise it like raise your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise it like raise your foot and jump.
See, something about you making me wanna fall in love with you, be one with you. No, falling in love, falling so hard, I can't get out.
You saw me at the mall just the other day, holding bags for my girl, so you looked away. She don't mean things to me anyway, and I'd still be with you if I had my way. It's the best to go where you used to live. I got weed late one night, so let it stay. I found out that no one can take your place, 'cause I still be calling your name. I know you see, I know you see. Give her time. She don't have, she don't have.
Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are, all around the world. This here is Let's Talk Real Talk, edition number 2. If you remember, episode 1 was all about the music industry, where we had Jarrell on the panel, we had Cookie on the panel, I Touch T on the panel, had A-List on the panel, had myself on the panel. I hope I didn't miss anybody out. Now we have the men versus women. I shouldn't say the men versus women, the men and women edition, where we would be talking about issues of relationship, adult content, some sexual, health and well-being, and other things. So without further ado, let me introduce you to those who are on the panel. Let's go from my left, your right. Miss Carol Scott.
Hi guys.
How you doing, darling?
How you doing? I'm fine.
Good. Are you ready and raring to go?
I believe so.
Oh, good. Because this show has we have no boundaries.
No
I do
filter.
believe we have no boundaries today. No
No
boundaries
filter.
today.
No filter.
No filter. No
Woo!
boundaries. It's adults. It's big people talk. Yeah,
Okay.
big people talk. Okay.
Okay.
So, moving round, we'll deal with the ladies first, because always ladies before gentlemen. Miss D Light, how are you, sweetheart?
Hello, good evening. I'm not too bad, thank you very much. You good?
I am good. I am good. I am very, very good.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
All the more better for seeing you, sweetheart.
Oh, your mouth so sweet.
I know. That's what we just like to make them
Like
smile.
syrup.
The smile. We have to butter them up. After people, we have to butter them up from now, because when they start get wicked on the man, then they can remember the charm. Yeah, remember the charm.
Hey.
Yeah.
Always.
And then, last but not least, try pirate man with man's hats and them thing there. But it's all right, yeah, because I like it. I like it. Don't try and tell me say it at the first. Denise, how you doing, darling?
All right, thank you. I'm good. Now let's get this correct. I'm not parroting you. I'm not parroting you. You're parroting me.
Parroting,
Tell
yeah.
them, sister.
Parroting, yeah. Parroting.
Yes, parroting.
It's a country thing, like a bird fly away. Parroting, yeah.
Got
the gear. No. Yeah. But it's all right, darling, because it suits you better than it does me.
Correct. Next.
Okay. See.
Let's go with
Charm.
that kind of
Fellas,
night.
take a leaf at the book.
Kind of
Charm.
night.
Charm.
You better watch out because you've got a tough team of women here tonight. We're not ramping with honor. Okay.
That's the way I like it, though.
We're not ramping.
That's
Big
the way I like it. That's the way I like it, though. I never said I can handle it all, but chance would be a fine thing. Moving round, yes. Let's go into the compadres, the fellas, the guys. A-lister, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Let's all do it.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Okay. Boss lady. Is pressing buttons. Yeah, pressing buttons. I was gonna get back to her first.
Oh,
yeah?
there you go.
Okay. That's the disclaimer. Yeah. So we have the A-lister, and of course, Touch T. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself,
I am good, sir.
Nanu.
Nanu. Yeah. And of course, I cannot forget the boss lady, who is the producer of the show, as well as the Touch T from the spot. So big up the boss lady inside the building. Okay. Sometimes she might press a button and something else that's not supposed to come up on the screen might come up on the screen. That's because she's on the ladies' side. Whatever happens.
Oh,
Whatever happens. Yeah. And it says let's talk, real talk. Yeah. And I want not to forget sabotage road here because see what I mean. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so without further ado, yeah, let us start the show. And I'm going to say to all the people who are locked in, big up yourselves. Do get involved in the show. The show is not just about us talking about issues and you lot don't have a comment. We want to hear your comments. We want to read your comments. We want you to get involved in the show. The show contains adult content. Some material may not be suitable for individuals under 18. Additionally, some adults might find certain content inappropriate. It's viewer discretion is advised. Big people show, me say. All right? Well, all right. Everybody ready?
Yeah, man.
Hey, Lester, wait there. Unless you're going to
I
the
am
toilet.
right here. I am right
okay.
here.
Oh, you're fixing. Okay.
That's right.
Hey, watch that picture. Watch
You
it.
know me.
Cheese.
Some Bridgerton.
It's
going around
Cheese.
there,
That's what
some
I'm saying.
Bridgerton.
Cheese. And I mean cheese like come and bear. Cheese.
Cheese. You look like one of them album cover guys, you know what I mean? From back
Yeah.
in the day, Mr. Smooth, you know?
Yeah. It was on my album. My album was called Ready for Love. Ready for Love. Yeah. Ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Help. Oh, no.
Okay, without further ado, yeah, let us start the conversation. Boss lady, if you please, can you put up question number 1, topic number 1, what we will be talking about. Let the audience know what we're going to be chatting about as well, so we can all get involved. Do that again, please. Let it stay up again. If you suspect your friend's partner is being unfaithful, would you consider informing your friend? So, if you suspect your friend's partner is being unfaithful, would you tell your friend? Remember, the key word here is friend. Yeah? Your friend's partner. So, your friend, man or woman. So, your friend could be the man or the woman. Yeah? Doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. Your friend could be the man, and the woman is cheating. Would you tell the man?
Oh, that's a difficult one. It depends how you constitute the word friend, because there's friend, and there's friend, and there's associates, there's best friends. It's how you associate that, yeah?
Well, let's associate it with the question. The question said, your friend. It didn't say your associate, your friend, your partner could have once removed. It said friend.
But there's different levels of friends.
All right, let me say this one. This friend here, you went out with this friend and talked your own personal business with them last week at dinner. And then 3 days later, you're walking down the road and you see you're off that same friend's boyfriend or girlfriend walking hand in hand with a different woman down the street. You see them never see you.
I would go directly to the man and tell him, you better speak to the woman. You better speak to my friend. My friend.
So you would go and ask. You would go and ask.
No, I wouldn't ask.
The person. You tell the person that they need to
fix up and go and tell his woman.
They need to come clean.
Yes.
Yes. That sounds right.
Are you giving them a time limit?
Yeah, 1 day.
What? So if tomorrow come, and you don't get a crying phone call, yeah, say them never tell them nothing.
No, she'll phone and say, has he told you?
Told me what? But what if it? The thing is, there's the repercussions of that as well about you being involved in this one's business. Do you know what I mean? Now, if it's my good friend, I want to protect my good friend. But
how are you going to protect your good friend if you know that their partner is cheating on them?
Well, this is the thing.
And you're not going to tell them. How are you going to protect them?
This is the thing. It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
That is the question. How are you going to protect them?
You must have a moral standing on something, yeah? So if your moral standing is, if it was you and your friend knew something about your partner, would you expect them to tell you?
I would want them to know.
100%. 100%.
So then they can't really have the double standard and said you'd want to know, but you can't get to know their business.
But my friend might not tell me.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
So if... Okay, all right. Let's go an inch further. If your friend doesn't tell you and you found out anyway, and then you found out your friend knew, would that person still be your friend?
No, I'd have to. No, I don't think so.
You realize? Well, I couldn't tell you because
they'll still be my friend.
They'll still be your friend.
Yeah.
This goes back to Delight talking about the type of relationships. There are different types, different levels of friendships. So some of this could be that if it was just a friend that you see occasionally, more an acquaintance, maybe it's not such a big deal. But I think when it's a tight relationship, it makes it a bit difficult. But just go back to the original question, I am going to go to the offender, shall we say, and I'm going to say to him or her, do you know what? Sort this one out. Yeah. Sort this one out because I don't want it on my watch. So please sort it out. Go to your person and let them know what you're doing or make your decisions. I'm not going to necessarily go to the person and tell them, you know what, your man or your woman is messing around. I'm going to tell them they need to go and sort that one out. And give it a period of time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This has happened to me twice.
Okay.
And,
so let me
I told the friend.
You told the friend?
Twice.
And what happened?
And I gave them, because I knew both parties, and I gave them both their phone numbers, and they sorted out themselves.
They sorted out themselves.
So one of the friends I'm still talking to, the other one I'm not.
Wow.
Okay. Well, here little comments from the chat room, yeah? Big up Mandy C, larging up Lady T, Miss Edwards. Mandy C says, unless I knew for sure 100% he cheated, then no, I wouldn't get involved. Yeah? Let's see who else. Let's see who else is up in here. No. Zeal, larging up Zeal London. Chevrolet says, difficult. suspect or have proof. So she's asking if we suspected if they're doing something or we have proof. Now, the big thing here, I suppose, is proof. But if you've seen it and you didn't take a picture, but you know and you tell them, ain't that proof enough? If this is your good friend. Because if it's your bad mind friend, they're going to lie anyway, go and mash up your things. Yeah? Yeah, like, we don't like how happy they are. Let me just spin a story. Yeah? People are laughing like people don't do that. People do that, you know. Some wicked and bad mind people out there. But we're talking about the good people. That is your good friend. Yeah, that are doing certain things. Zil says, what does Zil say? Zil says, no, I would talk to the one doing the wrong. So, same as what your ladies are saying. You'll go to the person who is cheated, who's being cheated on.
No.
Or cheated, cheating. Who's doing the cheating with them. Yeah, go to that. Yeah. And go ask them.
And that conversation would only have developed into, it would have been a case of, when I'm speaking to that person, he or she would have said, well, yeah, it's true. I am. Yeah, and blah, blah, blah. Then from the time they've confirmed that is the case, then I'm going to say, trust me, you need to go and have that conversation because I don't really want to be carrying that. Yeah, so have that conversation.
Well, you see how men and women think a little bit different.
Of course,
T-Smooth said, well, mind your business and try to
cheapies.
Mind your business, like, you're cheating on my friend. Yeah? Well, if you don't do a little something for me, me go and tell my friend.
Do you know what I've witnessed? I've witnessed that in front of my face, where a lady was told that her man was seeing some woman, and she replied by saying, "Really? I know." Or I think she said, "I know. I know already. I know." And why are you only telling me the one? There's about 3 others as well.
Wow.
Now,
and she was still with him.
Up to this day. And let me tell you something. She could have been lying just to kind of
save face.
That's right. That's right. So she exaggerated it more. Because if that were true, she definitely wouldn't stay with him. But she just didn't want to look embarrassed in front of that woman.
But why would that woman say it in front of other people to the woman?
Yes, exactly. Do you know, because it was like a dig. Do you know what I mean? Because the lady is quite feisty. Do you know what I mean? So she's, and so that's the other person just said, well, let me shut you up and tell you about your man. And she decided to say, well,
so, I won over
already. You're only telling
and
me
she
about
was like,
one.
I know.
You understand?
Let me tell you now, she didn't know nothing. Yeah, she was saving face in front of her friend. She didn't know nothing. Well, yeah, I knew. And she added 2 more, and this time, man's at the back like,
innit? When I saw
we
him again,
have 2 more chances.
When I saw him again, he did have 1 tooth missing. So it was just 1 tooth. I don't know. He could have fell over. I don't know.
But the thing is, as though, you can open your mouth and go and tell your friend that their man's cheating or whatever, or vice versa. But then you're going to lose that friendship because it does happen.
Well,
are you prepared? That? Are you prepared to lose that friendship by going and saying?
You saying that, D-Line? Spice 2572 says, I did that once and told a friend that the partner was cheating and lost the friendship.
There you go.
Well, does that mean though, if you lost the friendship, that person wasn't your friend in the first place?
It depends because everybody's standards are different.
The friend was shame. The friend was shame.
Yeah.
You know what my old man used to say? My old man used to say to me, "Listen, boy, don't."
I'm laughing already. I'm laughing already. Your old man.
Don't get involved in big people business. And you see, especially relationships, don't get involved. He said, let me tell you, it could be your sister is having a problem with her boyfriend. As long as he's not bashing her up, but if they've got a problem and then you go inside the house and you go and defend him, and then you and that man not talking, and then your sister and the man get back together, what's going on?
Precisely. No, that is the thing.
And that's the thing. That's what happens where they just, you don't talk again. So you don't talk to the one that you was defending, and you don't even talk to the
It's true.
You know what I
It's
mean? Let me tell you
everything
something.
mashed
All
up.
fall down.
Well, it's what I'm
Can
sparring.
someone remind me what the question is? If you suspected is the operative word that your friend's
Partner.
If you suspect that your friend's partner is being unfaithful, would you consider informing your friend?
Not just
No,
not
I
if it's
want
suspected.
proof.
You want proof?
Oh, you know what?
Okay,
Now,
supposing
that's
you got
more-
proof.
You know what, Touch D? I was moaning about the question coming up, but it's a good thing you did. Because suspect.
Chinese whispers.
You understand? Listen,
People are just bad
suspect
man
can
and
get
just
you
say
in a
things.
lot of problem, you know.
But
And that's the
supposing you
culture.
you know for definite because it's in your face.
If you know for definite, then it's a definite. But
And-
if
But you
it's
still
a
mind your
suspect,
business.
like
So
if
if-
my
Hold on,
friend
hold on.
says suspect,
Hold on.
What made you
Drink water,
suspect?
drink water.
What made you suspect? What,
Food.
you just see them together? No, that's
Yes.
not a spec. Because seeing them together
could
is
see a
nothing.
vi-
You had to
could see
see
them on
something.
video
I could see a-
dancing,
a
whispering in
whole,
the
a
ear.
whole lot.
They
No,
came-
no, no,
they-
that don't
they came
suspect
to-
nothing.
no,
I had
they-
to see your lips in up. Me see your lips up, yeah?
No,
Me,
but-
your lips up. Mm.
but I see many
I know.
people greet each other on the lips.
Yeah, that's
them
mwah,
not-
Bedridge.
No,
That's
but that's-
mwah.
yeah, that's
I
not-
said lip.
yeah.
That's
Same,
mwah.
is it?
Yeah.
There's lips in and there's
Mwah.
licking out each other's
Yeah.
tonsils. There's
Yeah,
a difference.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Yeah, like a
You
full
know?
mouth.
So
one.
supposing you're at the house and they turned up and you know that's your friend's man.
Different.
Boss lady,
But
put it back
really,
up
who's
again.
gonna-
Let me just
all
read
right.
it again,
If
please. I need to
it's
read the
screechy,
second part.
If it's a screechy, why are they going to do it in public? Eh? If it's a little screechy that's going on, you know, you're not meant to suspect the one on the side.
Yeah, but
Are
you could be in Hemel Hempstead and you didn't expect nobody to be in Hemel Hempstead because you went on a little Hemel Hempstead
Detour.
long time date and somebody seal.
Yeah. You got,
And then the
being
people,
funny,
people
yeah.
are asking,
you got Carol, D-Light, and Denise walking past.
and the worst treat people for what person?
No,
The
I did
worst
say-
treat.
But I did say if that person confirmed to me, because I'm not going to go and see somebody having lunch, because then you know what happened to Anne Boleyn? Did she not lose her head? I would have lost my head many times. My head would be rolling down the road.
Are you a real friend if you don't say nothing?
No.
If I don't say no,
It's a
I'm not going to.
suspect.
No,
It's a
because
suspect,
because,
yeah.
yes, it's a suspect. Because if I
Yeah,
gone out
like
to-
I said,
gone out- yeah.
If it's a suspect, I am not saying nothing until
not
there's
saying I'm not
proof.
getting
You know what I
involved.
mean?
If the person if
can't
I had a
ass-
suspicion and the person said something to you and they said, well, yeah, I
You
am,
can't
and
assume
blah
that you-
blah, that's a
You
different.
can't
But even
assume.
then,
Then-
I'm not
then-
going to get involved.
Assumption is
you
the
can't assume
mother
nothing.
of problems.
Exactly. Of course it is.
Well, then, do you know what? The question lies with this. If you suspect, the best way to deal with that, and I would concur like the ladies are saying, I would go and approach the person and say, walk one.
Yes.
Brother, walk one.
Yeah.
Like Natasha Ramsey.
I'm not
Good
adding
evening.
no fuel to no
I
fire.
think
until
people
I know
know-
Can you read Marie
I'm not
Dimple's
adding
one,
it.
please?
Right, listen. I said I think most people know most times if their partner is cheating. My friend has told me their suspicions that they're playing around, but me not say nothing. Even if me hear about it or see it, it's not my fight. Yeah. So what she's saying is, leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind
Hello.
your-
I'm telling you. You know?
I might as well move on to that one, yeah?
All right, so let's go conclusive. If you suspect, approach the person that you're suspected with and see what go on. If they're acting shady and blah 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 blah, will you still tell the people them about their business? I personally, if it was
You
to
know how much
happen to
people
me,
gonna
I
run
would
away
want
from
to
me?
know. I'd want
You know
to
how
know.
much people gonna run away from me now?
Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't go next to Carol.
Take picture, boy.
Take picture, miss it in it, miss paparazzi. And that's the
Do
thing.
you know which one? Now somebody's gonna go back into them pictures and see the picture of Carol with
And
the person,
zoom it.
and behind them, the other person. Turn around quickly, boy. Turn around, back ahead. Yeah.
And that is how people get caught in modern day times, yeah, because of the technology, the phone technology. It will get you in trouble.
Oh my days. The phone thing mash up life.
Mash up.
You know what I mean? Not that I'm talking from experience.
No.
Man, Nandi C, I agree with you. You're correct. He said the men in the chat are quiet. Yeah, man, talk up. Yeah, talk up. Would you, if you find out something, would you keep your mouth shut? Or would you talk people business? Yeah, you're bridging, member. You're bridging. Your man, them. You went there, got weed. Listen, you went and got weed yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I remember my aunt, God rest her soul. She died nearly.
But what's
coming on nearly
what's
20
being
years ago.
unfaithful on the street? How do you know? Unless you see the person doing something unfaithful,
Oh, that
what
was a nice
consists
little
of you basically saying, "I'm gonna say something"?
Right. So what would you call?
Suspect what?
See, that
They're
leads to
chatting-
another
chatting,
question.
That's nothing.
Yeah, but this leads to a next question, and this question is not on the roster. What do you define as unfaithful? If you are walking with somebody on road and holding hands with somebody you shouldn't be holding hands, is that being unfaithful?
No.
Yeah. If you are,
that's intimate.
if you're caught in an intimate clinch with somebody, you're saying bye, but you hold on for 35 seconds too long. Yeah.
I think it all depends on the person's character. It all depends on the person's character. There are some people that are touchy-feely. Do you know what I mean? And that's just how they are. So you might find someone, you might find the woman, she might be a little bit touchy-feely, and she's walking down the street, let's hold my hand, or hold my arm, or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but ladies, can you tell when another lady is being a bit too much touchy-feely with your man? Like you're talking to somebody and they rub their hand down the arm. Yeah, but
this is a problem.
It don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing.
Listen, let me tell you this now. It don't mean nothing. If somebody's chatting to me and they rub their hand down my chest, yeah. I said, no, it don't mean nothing. So I'm talking to you.
Where did the chest come from?
Because we're just rubbing. It's just touching, innit? It's just touching. If you rub it on my chest, like rub my hand, yeah, it's all right, baby.
I've touched your chest and you didn't recoil.
Yeah, but if I did touch your chest, it would look like a problem, though, innit?
Well, I got more chest than some, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say something rude.
Go on, you can do it. Remember, we're all adults here.
No.
Yeah, so my thing about it is if you deem something to be inappropriate, I suppose, in a relationship, or look like it's a bit too touchy-feely or something not right there, that is what arises suspicion. And that from that suspicion is what make you draw your conclusion and ask the questions you want to ask. Yeah? What we've concluded is if you're not too sure, you ask the person. But if you ask the person and you find out the information, depending on what kind of friend they are, is whether you tell them or not. Am I correct in saying that?
I mean, and also, I think it also needs to depend on the character of the individual, because there are many people that will see things and not say a word. Do you know what I mean? And just don't want to get involved. But then we've got the nosier ones. The nosier ones.
And if?
Sorry, I don't know why I repeated the nosier ones. I don't know why I keep repeating that. Anyway,
well, in conclusion to this question, we got Cheryl L saying body language is a giveaway. No Wisdom says you need solid, conclusive evidence to inform. Alf says tell them only if they can handle the truth. Simple as that. Simple as that. So what we found out is we're not talking the business. You're not talking the business. And those who have talked the business are prepared to lose friend. So if I tell you, yeah, your missus was cheating on you, brother, and you said, yeah, but what are you telling me that for? Brother, you can't, you just mash up my system. Mash up your system. She's been mashing up your system, brother. I'll just tell you. Yeah, if you don't want to be my friend again, I'll find somebody else to get weed from.
Wow.
Okay, boss lady, can we have question number 2, please? Have you ever been in a room with several of your exes and your new partner? So you're in a room, you're in a party, you're in an event, you're somewhere, and there's several of your exes are in the room while you're with your partner.
I have.
And I
find it kind of exciting. Kind of turn on. Because I kind of being with you. I know what you're like. I'm a big.
Wait, does that show? Hold on. Does that show on your face? Does that show on your face?
I wear a
Are you
hat.
standing up there with your
wear a
partner
hat.
and you wasn't too happy, and then you saw Michael over there and you thought, oh,
How do you know there's Michael?
and then you saw Darren over there saying, no, I've had him too.
I know about Darren.
He
I
worked
wasn't
better than
ready for
Michael.
that.
You're having a whole conversation in your head while you're looking at all these people.
100%. 100%. And I'm big enough and grown enough to say it was a great feeling. I loved it. I had you, and I had you.
You're talking to all three of you down the bottom.
Yeah. And now I'm with him.
Now with him. Do you tell him? Do you tell him?
On one occasion I did. Yeah. Quite recently.
Rob, boy, so you walk in with somebody and like, and you start laughing. What's up, baby? What's up, babe?
In an event.
My ex is here. And my ex is here. And my ex is here.
Yeah. It was
Do you
nice.
say it like that, or do you say, there are 3 people I slept with is here?
I do a Lisa Stansfield. I've been around the world and I
You can't find your baby.
Wow.
I'm a baby.
So when you say X, how far is the X's?
Yeah,
1 year,
exactly.
2 years,
You've been with them is X enough.
years?
No,
Yeah, you've been with them. You've been with them is X
Okay.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think many people, yeah, probably in the chat as well, if they're being really honest with themselves, would say we've been there. This is not an unusual thing. We've been there, especially if you are moving if you attend certain dances with certain DJs,
Certain
people you may have
circles,
met.
yeah.
You may have met that person, and it might have been a one-night stand. Yeah, it could have been something longer, but we've been there. So just be honest.
Okay, it's honesty, but do you have to tell people though?
No, you don't have to. Of course
You
not.
don't have to.
You don't
No.
have to.
What do you mean by tell people? What? Tell the people that.
Tell the people that tell the person that you're with that. Rah.
No, you
Like,
don't.
I've been in the room. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in the room where
Can't lie.
Wow.
and I was with somebody and I never said a word.
Can I say something?
I've gone like nothing to do.
You know
Hello,
that noise you just made?
Hello? Yeah.
Is that how many women was there? One. Is that how many was there?
Count that, yeah.
I've been in that
Really mash up the
position.
meter.
I've been in that position, but Anna nothing. I don't think because the thing is, if you're in a relationship, yeah. If I'm honest with my partner, straight with my partner, what is the big deal? If there's 2 exes in a dance or in a party or down the street or whatever, do you know what I mean? What's the
Exes,
big
aren't
deal?
they? Why are you going to
The
have
exes.
exes?
But the exes. But do you have to say? Look, my
No.
thing is, do you have to talk about your past? You don't have
No.
to.
You don't have
put
to talk about
attention-
your
put
no.
put attention to it. Yeah, that make them like if you are with. All right, this is how you find. If you're with an ex and you tell them that you got X amount of exes inside the place, and you never saw the insecurity in your ex until the time you said that to them. Yeah.
Thank you. And it goes down to, can you handle the truth?
Yeah.
Aaron Red, can you handle it?
Handle it. Yeah,
You
exactly.
understand what I mean? And it's the truth.
So that in
There are
the
many
chat
people
room,
that says, "Oh yeah, just tell me the truth. Tell me the truth."
can
there
you
it is.
handle the truth? In the chat room, right? In the chat room, Alf says, I introduced my missus to my first love after 20 years and bumped into her into a party. See that there?
That's nice.
Fine. That's fine. That's nice. Yeah? It's like, bro, who's that? Listen, this is the first girl I ever loved, you know? Yeah, I'm with you now, so don't get jealous. It's 20 years. But, you know? T Smooth says, sadly, yes. At a family night, almost all my past was in one place. My sisters had a field day.
Oh gosh, yeah. They was my sister actually, but I like this one. Mine Carol doesn't show your current partner old pictures.
Oh,
of
Jesus.
your-
No, Facebook does that so well.
oh my god, yeah, and the Facebook champion speaks.
Because it shows it so well when you see memories. You're like, what?
So,
Yeah.
the crux of it really is about communication. And I think probably sometimes I'm too old for it now, but like jumping in and out of relationships, it's about communication, isn't it? So I say to the younger people who are listening, who have joined into this chat, it really is about communication, so that there are no shocks, so that you've communicated, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, before it gets into the dugga, it gets too deep, that you've had that communication. And I think this is one of the reasons why relationships fail so often, because we've just gone for the physical before we've actually done that conversation. Yeah, so maybe it's something we should be thinking about before getting deeper relationship. Talk about this is who I am. This is what I'm about.
Well, then that's like saying the same. That's like saying when you're getting into a relationship with somebody and then you ask them, they ask you about your head count. Do you tell them your head count?
Some people do.
What if you've got nothing to be ashamed of? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, but
Who's gonna ask
what
about
does it
head
change?
count? What, the partner?
Yeah. So you're getting to know somebody and be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I like you, how much money you sleep with?
Yeah, that's what they want to know.
Listen,
They want to know the numbers.
personally,
Yeah.
I don't
I'd
want
rather
to
not
know.
know. I'd rather
I
not
don't
know.
want to know. I
I don't wanna
don't want to know.
Why?
Just like the song says,
That
you
can-
don't want to
I don't
know.
wanna know.
That can
I
spoil.
don't wanna-
That
I don't
can
wanna
be
imagine-
spoil a
I don't want to
relationship.
imagine
It's a form of
your ex's
insecurity.
heavy breathing over my missus. No, I don't want to have that. thought. Do you understand what I mean? I don't want to know. So if we go somewhere and you got a couple exes there, I don't want to know.
Okay.
Really?
See, no, I don't want to know.
I'm personally uncomfortable when there is an ex-partner in a rave. Personally,
Really?
yeah.
Why?
Again, it depends on the relationship ending with your ex.
Just
Okay.
ignore them.
It's
I'm
ex-
bossy.
ex.
Just ignore them if the relationship ended with.
Well, people are different. You know what I mean? All my exes, I speak.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. Apart from
Well,
one.
Don't tell me that your ex is over there and he's like this 7-foot brother. That's massive. And I'm like this. Is that him? Is that your ex? You alright, mate?
Yeah, but it's your ex.
I'd rather not.
Come on,
I'd rather
man.
not know. I'd rather not know.
Come on.
I personally, I'd rather not know.
For you,
I
that's
don't
you,
wanna
T,
know.
and that's you. What about you, Mr. Camp, S of the Dot Campbell? Would you want to know?
It's off the,
I
it's
don't
off the
feel
dot.
no way. I
So
don't
the
feel
dot.
no way. I don't feel no way. My thing is always going to be the past is the past, and if the past ever comes into the future, then we have a problem. Yeah, we have a problem there. But the past is the past. You could be with whoever you wanted to be with before, but you see when you have me, you know.
Normally, the past that comes into the future is
Really?
the pals.
Really? So your rule.
That's so rule.
So your rule.
Because I had an ex and we were out one night and I saw my children's father. And I said, oh, look, there's my children's father. And I introduced them. Then afterwards, he was like, why did you introduce me to your children's father for? And getting all vexed. I'm like, but he's still in my children's life. I'm still friends with him. Why can't I not introduce? He's my ex. He's always going to be in my life one way or another. And my current partner's met my baby father and everything's fine. They're friends. It's all good.
Personalities. Yeah.
I think that's the way it should be. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's if it's your baby mother or your baby father, then this manners, isn't it? You introduce. That's what that's my personal feeling. For me, there's nothing wrong with that. However, if it's just another brother,
You don't need to say
I
nothing.
don't want to know. I don't want to know.
But on the flip side,
I was quite passionate.
on the flip side,
bruv.
would you show her? If girls come to you,
Where's Touch T? I feel
the
like
A-lister,
it could
they
be,
come to you. If
No,
girls
no,
come
no,
to you,
no.
the
I'm not
A-lister,
the only man
and give
here.
you the big hug, and give you the big hug. Hi, you're right. Get it to a kiss, and then they walk off and ting. And Mrs. says, "Who's that? Oh, that's
What?
blah blah. That's my ex."
I don't even know her, properly.
Would you-
I don't really know her that well. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if did I say? Do I know her? But I can't even remember. You know,
Man's convincing himself, No, but she did
And
hug
the
you
voice
kind of
was
tight.
higher too.
I don't know.
You
I
know?
don't know.
The lingering hug.
I don't know. She watched Friendly Fire the other day. I don't know.
But you guys can lie good though. You could lie good. I can't lie. I can't.
no.
You lie good.
No.
What? Wait.
It works both ways.
Wait.
I don't know where you.
Wait.
I don't know why you said.
I don't
that
know
for.
why.
did
No,
say
you just
that?
stuck to another
Yeah,
topic.
man.
Yeah, women lie better than men.
Women lie too.
Yeah,
Straight.
better.
I'm
Them
not
do
gonna
it
say it
good
better.
too.
Yes.
Good.
better, but
so
they do.
convincingly.
They do.
And you know why?
Planned,
I'm sure in a girls' school there was a subject for
premeditated
that.
lies.
Really?
You know why? Do you know why it's so good as well? Is because as the man, we just don't expect it. Our egos are quite large sometimes, and we just can't believe
Sometimes.
that she could have the audacity to lie to me.
No, let's just do this. People lie, yeah, and I'm not going to do this. I need to say
What's the
people-
grin though?
People do not tell the truth when they're in relationships or their past, whatever. It's not a man thing, and it's definitely a woman thing. Because I know plenty of women that do. So come on, let's be real. That's how I
Thank you. Thank you.
T Smooth says we don't lie, we tell half truths.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Smiley emoji.
Licorice mouth.
Oh man.
Michelle says women don't often lie. We omit details and divert the convo. Yeah, you lot are great at that, man. But try no, he's coming back around. I don't let things pass, mate.
Let me tell you something. When a woman is with a man, and all of us, everyone, has insecurities. Now, some greater than others. If a woman has got a man that is a bit insecure, she will lie to him.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
because
agree.
she's going to want to protect him, protect his feelings,
Yeah.
because she knows if he knows this, boy, I don't know how he's going to deal with it. So do you know what? I just won't say nothing at all.
Well, it's right. Some things are best left unsaid. However, depending on your kind of relationship, there are some things you do have to say.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hide everything. You can't hide everything, surely, because you never just landed on this earth at 50. You know what I'm saying? You've had a past, so you've got to share some of that past.
Give an example, Delight. Like, what kind of thing would we see you need to share with a fella? Like what? As an example.
Maybe not some past traumas, possibly. In previous in previous relationships, because something happened in your last relationship. You don't want it in this relationship, so you advise your new partner that you don't want X, Y, and Z, and you'd hope that they would, say, okay, I won't do that then, or.
And sometimes that gives them the idea to do that.
Let's flip that. So we had the traumas. But what about if that ex was the wickedest piece of sex you've ever had in your life?
You keep by your mouth.
Oh, you keep that one quiet.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. There's certain, like you say, certain things have to. You know what I mean? Because your the partner you're with now may not be up to standards compared to your last, or it could be the best thing since sliced bread. You know.
And then that
so it's what you wish to divulge.
What your ex like in bed then? Was he good then? Was he good in bed? And you say, boy, you know something? He was the best I ever had. How's he going to feel after that? How is he going to feel after
that?
Well,
his ego would drop and then your relationship done.
But this is where common sense comes into it, innit? You never disrespect your partner, even if it was the truth. I ain't going to tell you. Yeah, but I will lie in your face. Yeah, I am not going to tell you that if it was the truth. Why would I tell you that?
No, you couldn't do that. But then if you're with a new partner and the things is not up to scratch, then you have to teach them.
But that's what Mandy C says.
Is it?
Yeah?
Oh,
so just teach your new man. Just teach your new man how to do it like your ex.
Listen, you're
rude
about being in your 50s. Some people are hard of learning, you know. Some people are hard. You understand? So you gotta teach the old dog new tricks. Listen, this is my trick. You better like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why S. Campbell? Why is it rude?
What, to teach your ex, your new man, how to do it like your ex. Listen, let me show you. Okay, listen. We're getting to the part of the show where we can talk the things properly. If your ex was so bloody good, stay with your blood clot ex, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, the sex might have been the only decent thing in the relationship.
So then, what you're teaching me?
Was just a bag of nonsense.
So what you're saying is you're going to teach me how you like it. This is what you're saying.
No,
well, yeah,
because if you are with somebody, and let's say, for example, sexually, they are not satisfying you quite. Everything's all good, but that side is not really happening. Yeah, I would expect, or I would have that conversation, and vice versa. My or not necessarily saying this is how that person did it, but you would find ways of sharing those thoughts, to help to enhance your relationship. Of course, you're going to share it. Why are you going to pretend? If it's him not using his tools in the way that are satisfactory, you need to say, or he might say, do you know what? Yeah. She says, do you know what? I don't go down on girls. I've never done it before. He needs to be taught.
What? At 50? At 50?
Some people.
Let me just say this now. And this is gonna be a controversial answer. But if at 50 you don't go down or you never done it, you're allergic. You're not doing it. Yeah.
You're allergic, you know.
There are people out there. There are guys out there who are brought up in maybe certain religious backgrounds, yeah, or whatever, or cultural, and they've been taught, and they believe that those things are wrong. Yeah, they are wrong. I know somebody like that.
So then, if you are with somebody and you like that and they don't do that, do you stay in that relationship?
Well, yeah. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
So therefore, you can't teach the man to do that because he's not doing it. That's like, I'm not doing that. So our next thing, there's the next thing, I'm not doing that. When you get to a certain age and blah blah, you're sitting there your ways. There's things you're doing, there's things you're not doing. Yeah. The way how you used to go on and you said that bam 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 bam. You're not doing that no more. You're not doing that. Yeah. Bam.
Yeah.
Many years.
Babam.
Why that babam might be the end.
What about those people?
Like EastEnders.
What about those people who've been in relationships for many years? Like this guy, he'd been in a relationship with his wife since he was 19, she was 17, and unfortunately she passed away from cancer. Okay, but she was never into that side of things. Yeah, she didn't want that, so he didn't do it. Yeah, and then at the age of 53, yeah, start a new relationship.
Oh, she want it now?
No, because she's passed. He's met a new partner.
And this one
He's never done it before with his wife. She passed. He wasn't unfaithful to her. Met a new partner, and in that relationship, okay.
Iron super freak.
You heard it, innit? Yeah, listen. Super freak, really good.
Mama went in, boy. Mama had pimp hat and everything, boy.
Just imagine.
Fishing his shoes, like, bro, let's go on.
How many years? I mean, he was with his wife, and obviously they done it. But for so many years, and then unfortunately, God rest her soul, she passed, and then he met a new woman, and the woman that he meet is a super freak.
Yes, you want it.
Yeah, that woman is floating on air right now.
So about to, you took the words out. I was gonna say, I'm walking in the air. That's how my man is now, because he's discovered new things in his life, and he's like, I'm floating in the moonlit sky, and he's feeling like on cloud 59.
Dun, 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 dun.
That guy walked in the room.
Oh my days.
You know what I mean? His loins have been in prison for how many years? And those loins were set free.
Free, you know. Yes, I.
Maybe he wanted,
1 minute.
maybe he wanted to do
One second. If you're listening on Facebook, I'll put up the link to come into Mixcloud so you can see the full chat. Because you're kind of missing out if you're on Facebook, because there's a few people that's not saying anything. Come over to the Mixcloud. I sent the link in the chat on Facebook. Just come over.
Okay.
Finish now.
Okay.
Thank you for that little intermission.
So those of you,
that's all right. We got another question.
Yeah,
we kind of digressed from that one, didn't we?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I like that one though.
That was an F.
But on the end of that subject, Mandy C says, none of us know what a man or a woman like best when we first get to know them. Have to show each other. Well, no, you don't show each other. You just say, I like this and you like that, and you see if there's a compromise in between. I might not like none of the things where you like, but I like you. You know what I mean?
I might not like none of the
things where you like. I like you.
Before we go on to that, just imagine the scenario. Every single one of you, imagine the scenario that none of the things that you like, I like. What do you do from then?
Bye,
you know.
What are we talking about? Sexually,
yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. See you then, innit? See you.
A River Dolce. Arrivederci.
Yeah, I like to slap you on the right cheek
Hasta la
because I'm
vista.
right-handed, but you like the left cheek, and I'm left-handed. This is my weakest hand. I can't slap it so hard.
Innit?
Then left, yeah, what you want me to do? Go gym and just press weight on my left hand just so I can please you? No, sir, that's more effort and work. See you
Hey,
later. I'm
listen,
50-something years old, man. I not have time, fair, for to learn a whole new regime.
Why
Innit?
not?
Innit?
If you like
Well,
the
I
woman that much, why not?
What, for learn a whole new regime?
Oh, why not?
No, man,
No,
they're not
what will
like her.
happen is they
They
won't
not
have
like
sex. You will go have sex with somebody else, and then be just friends.
Joe, let's-
She's not like
Friend
Friend zone them. Oh,
Friend,
okay.
friend.
yeah, yeah,
She's
friend,
not like me.
yes, that's
She's
a
not
bridge
like
right
me.
there.
That's a bridge. You know what I mean? A-listers. That's a bridge. It's a bridging.
That's a bridging, that's a bridging.
We can chat and we can laugh, have a laugh and stuff, and
Yes,
I might have a kiss
that's
and
what
a
I'm
cuddle and thing and touch and feel, but you don't really like this and we don't really like that. No, man, bridging.
Okay. So I know we got to move on. However, just imagine, right, that your ex,
For these scenarios, you know.
yeah, I know,
Innit?
your ex was actually the best you've ever had. Then you just can't get along. But in that department, in the bedroom, you guys get on amazingly and you love it. Okay. You move on to the next person. Now you've done everything. You've got a magic wand and tried to make it work. Do you know what I mean? You
Abracadabra.
prayed on it and you've tried to make it work. You fling holy water on it and try to get it to work. But it's just not happening. You're having a good time, but it's not as good as your ex. Do you just stay with it? Or do you just go on and then try and find another?
All right, so let's
Wow,
talk
touchy.
let's talk the real thing then. Yeah, the real thing is this: a man will try anyway. Yeah, he likes you. He's going to try and please you. Yeah, gonna find things while please you. You're gonna try and please you. If I'm trying to please you and I'm still not pleasing you, yeah, my ego is gonna get dented anyway, and I'm gonna probably want to walk away by myself like Incredible Hulk with the theme music. Boom, boom, dun, 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 with my bag and thing. I'm gonna want to walk away anyway, yeah, because my ego has already been
just
dented
not
because
as
I
good
was
as you
trying hard, and it wasn't working, yeah. I'm going to go of my own accord, unless she says to me, "It's all right." There.
Oh, no. That's
The ego dented.
That's when I move in quicker. You're daring me, you know. Dare. No, don't do that to me. That's that just put like
Can,
shivers.
right.
So if you're trying and you're trying and you now make it, then you now make it. It's
No,
not a
it's-
thing where you're not going to try. In a new relationship, you're going to try anyway. But if you're trying and it's not compatible, then it ain't compatible. Don't waste your time.
Okay. Who's going to be honest and say, okay, when that has been a situation where everything's cool but the sex is not brilliant, okay, how many people would be honest in the chat and say, do you know what, I'm still friends with that ex-partner and I've gone back for a little bit more because the other partners, because the former partner knows about it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So how many?
everything's cool. They go
Knows about
back because that side of the relationship is not the best.
What the man knows about that his missus is going to another man's yard.
He doesn't even know she's cheating on him.
no,
That's what
no.
she's doing. She's cheating. How many of you cheaters, yeah, go back to the old partner to get peace because the peace was good, and your new and your current partner is not good.
In the younger days, I may have done, but not now. I'm too old for that.
See, honesty is the best.
Yeah,
policy.
yeah. The older you get, you just make do, isn't it? Like,
Well, this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't bother with that. No.
See, the question, here's the answer. It says it depends on how you feel about the person. I wouldn't go back. Michelle said it depends on how you feel about the person. I wouldn't go back. Sandy wouldn't go back. Who would go back? In fact, who has gone back?
there's a ghost.
We're talking about in the past. We're
to
not
me.
talking about current situation. I don't want you to mash up your life right now because you're listening to Let's Talk Real Talk and you decided to talk the real talk and forget who's in the chat room. Yeah, let's not mash up people them life. We're talking about the past. Let the past be the past.
Wow,
So-
look what April says.
Hello, April.
My ex complained that his current couldn't do it like me. I told him to teach her.
So obviously her ex was on the beg, and she said,
Well.
"No, go teach her. You new girl, innit?"
Yes,
Of course.
he phoned her and says, "Please, can I have some more?"
And she said, "Go."
Go teach her.
Mr. said it's built on lust.
Yeah.
Okay. Question again. How do you feel about BBL, penis enlargement, breast enlargement, plastic surgery? Do you like it? Would you do it? Men breaking their legs to be taller. They're separate questions. Let's go 3-1. Let's
You know
start
what?
with
Put the question back
BB.
up while we're talking. Put the question back up. Yeah, there you go.
So BBL. Let's start with BBL. For those of you that don't know what BBL is the bottom implants to make you have a bottom that you decide. I can't say it's a best bottom because I am 100% a person that says I don't do the fake thing. I don't do the false thing. 100%. I don't care how Chris you are. I don't care what your personality is. I don't care. I don't give a damn about none of that. If it's faking on your body, I'm not interested.
Supposing
At all.
Supposing your partner had it already and you met her, what? Then
She wasn't my partner. She's not going to be my partner. She's not going to be.
For real?
Yeah.
For real?
She's not going to be. I don't do fake at all.
Yeah, but ain't personality first and companionship before
There
the
you
rest
go.
is
I'm next.
Yeah, in the real world, but it's got to be in the real world. And if you've got fake stuff added to your body, unless it is for a reasonable cosmetic surgery, like you needed it, you was in an accident and something went wrong, you was an accident and your left titty did drop off,
but
and you put
supposing-
one titty
supposing
in there, then yeah. But if you're
Supposing
doing it
she-
for vanity, no, I'm not interested.
Hold on a
Supposing she
minute,
had
hold on a minute.
one more minute. Supposing she had gunga peas.
And then you got gunga peas. Make your personality shine through. Then innit? Yeah, about my personality. Make your personality shine through, and better have a big bottom too.
So,
yeah.
all right. So the BBL then now. S. Dot said he doesn't like the false thing. So the BBL, hear him saying earlier on how he's smacking the bottom. He would smack the bottom and it would go from the right cheek into the left cheek. It would just move completely. And that would freak him out. Imagine he go, and it was
got two arse cheeks on one side. NASA.
That's what I'm saying.
Push it back.
You know.
You lot are so wicked, man. You lot are so material, man.
Listen, I've got enough bottom here for all the tree, the three of us on the panel, the tree woman there. You understand? That was free.
You lot are so materialistic, man.
Oh, don't
That's not materialistic. But
Don't add
the thing about it is that me is only the fake thing. I don't like the fake thing per se. Yeah, I just don't. It just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me as a partner, not as a person. Yeah. As a person, you can do what you want. It's not my preference, though. If I'm gonna squeeze bum cheeks, I want to squeeze real bum cheeks. If I'm gonna squeeze breasts, I want to squeeze real breasts. Yeah. If it makes you feel more comfortable and more confident because you've got it, then that's on you and more for you. Because power to you, because it makes you more confident to go out and get whoever you want to get and blah 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 blah. But who you're getting is not going to be me.
So this is
Okay, so you don't want a plastic dolly.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
I've seen because unfortunately I think I have it all up front. I didn't get the back. Yeah, I didn't get the back. So, Miss Delight, if you want to share some one day, please, I would take some of you.
Listen, I'll gladly give you.
Give me some, because I don't, and I'm always jealous when I see black women who are curvaceous around the back. But I have it up front, but I didn't get the back part. But the real talk is there have been some very unfortunate situations of women that we know that have lost their lives because they've gone abroad, they've gone to Turkey and places like that to have these operations, and they've lost their lives. As much as it looks, it looks appealing, I personally, it's not something that I would ever want to do. I'm just satisfied.
So
with
hold on a minute then. So what about hair then? Hair is false hair then. What if she's got false hair? You're not going with false hair then?
The hair trust.
No, look.
Come on.
This is
So what about hair?
Okay. See the trio we look at the trio we on the line on here. Oh, natural.
I'm not natural.
Yeah, but I'll put the question to Hester Campbell. If
Yeah,
she's
but
got-
it's not extensive.
I prefer. I'm going to
she's
say this
got
straight. I
excuses.
prefer.
She just
I
said
prefer
she's
natural hair.
not.
I prefer natural hair. I prefer it.
Okay.
So, but if she's not got natural hair, you're not going down that road. Are you taking a left
No.
turn instead?
No. I'm not taking a left turn. That's hair. It's not body. It's not breast.
All right.
Your hair,
It's
women's
still
hair.
fake, but
can
you
fit-
said fake. You said fakery, yeah?
Yeah, fakery. No,
If
fake.
it's
No,
not
hair
real-
is added onto. No, hair is added on. It's just like saying if a woman's wearing a wig, I'm not going to go for her because she's wearing a wig. No, that's rubbish. Yeah. If you've added something to your body cosmetically, yeah, because of whatever you want, your breasts are small, you make big breasts. You ain't got no bottom, so you added bottom to you. Yeah. I'm not involving in that. What your arm wasn't long enough, so you broke your arm.
Okay.
It's not the.
But it doesn't change the woman. It doesn't change the person, though.
Let me say something.
It don't change the person, but it's a person. If the personality is one aspect, but always remember, and then when we talk the truth about it, men are visual. Yeah, so you're gonna see the visual. You're gonna look at something and think, it's all good. But if you have been,
can I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
How many pictures has S. got?
Well, you just see
Did she put another picture up on me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're looking quite smooth. Watch you in your marina and your hats. Hey.
Yeah, well, I hope you're not putting up none of the pictures with the fake pecs, you know.
Oh,
There you go.
Watch
Listen,
ya.
I don't think anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong if a woman wants to go and enhance herself. Do you know what I mean? Because I was gonna talk about as a man, as a visual, but I'm not gonna talk about that. What I'm gonna say is that there are some women that probably are that are flat chested or whatever, or there's some women that have had children and their breasts don't look the same anymore. And another thing is as well. Another thing is that like there's insecurities because of social media and everything. So and this woman may be a single mother and the breasts she doesn't like the way that they are. So she wants to build up her confidence again. And the reason why I say that is because I've seen it. I've seen somebody I know that I used to go to school with, and that's what happened. And then she was kind of shy, not shy, but obviously probably sexually she didn't have that same confidence. But when she got there, she was dun, 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 dun. When she that's how she walked in the room with
That's
her
going to be the
breasts.
theme of the evening.
I'll tell you what. Can we put a pin in that one for 1 second? Let's put a pin in that one for 1 second. I am sure that we need to run some ads at this moment. Yeah. So, boss lady, when you're good and ready, can you run the adverts? We're gonna come right back to this because there's some comments inside the chat room that I feel need to be addressed. So if we was talking about the fakeries as well, can everybody just have in their heads eyelashes? That's all I want to say. Eyelashes. But boss lady, whenever you're ready, can we run some ads?
How long is the ads?
Please.
About 3 minutes.
Listen up. Pass me the blowtorch when me light this big head.
No.
Bring that come road boy.
Just give me the light and pass the joe. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my style, then I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in the vibes, then I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know get hype, and I got to know. Bust the rhyme.
Not muted.
Boss a boss in the place and if a clap on the one. See me and Sean Paul, I come to create a plan. We go and dance, I'll bust it up and make up a grand.
Pull up your foot and jump. Pull up your foot and jump. Pull up your foot and jump. Raise it like raise your foot and jump. Pull up your foot and jump. Pull up your foot and jump. Pull up your foot and jump. Raise it like raise your foot and jump.
See, something about you making me wanna fall in love with you. Be one with you. No, falling in love, falling so hard, I can't get out.
You saw me at the mall just the other day, pulling bags from my girl, so you looked away. She don't mean things to me anyway, and I still be with you if I had my way. It's the best to go where you used to lay. I got weed late one night, so let it stay. I found out that no one can take your place, 'cause I still be calling your name. I know you see, I know you see. It burn time. She don't care. She don't care.
Okay. We're back again, So where were we?
You said eyelashes.
Eyelashes was the last thing you said.
So we came from
the toilet brush.
yeah,
them
so we
on the
came
eye.
from the BBLs. BBLs. And went and in and amongst talking about some of these, I don't know what people want to call them, enhancements, look better tools, additions, whatever. The reason why I would say I'm not too into the fake thing is because I would always believe natural beauty is always the best policy. However you are naturally is the way God made you, and that's the way you are. You want to change yourself, you change yourself. But in saying that, there was a question that came up in the chat room. I'm sure it was Alf or somebody that said, well, what about eyelashes then? Now, I don't know about you lot, yeah, but as well as all of these things that are coming, you got weaves, you got K-cup, makeup, that kind of stuff. The eyelashes has been a new addition to things for the last. You know? Well, I say new addition. The past 10 years, yeah, past 10 years. Eyelashes never used to be like Hurricane cheers us, yeah.
I suppose it depends on the length, isn't it?
Yeah. Me seeing a lot of young people with some big umbrellas, yeah, and. Like your eyelashes are your eyelashes. I believe I remember when it was just like you wanted to make your eyelashes look better. You did put on some mascara thing and make it darker, make it look whatever.
Flick them up,
or whatever you're doing. Yeah, having this adding, touching, putting extra eyelashes on top of you. So let's measure this. And this is only my opinion. People, do not shoot the messenger. Right? You have fake hair. You put your fake hair on. Then you put on the fake eyelashes. Then you're a dark skinned girl and you cake up your face to make you look light skinned. you have breast cysts on you that they're not yours. You bought them last week. You still got the cut up underneath. You're sitting them there. Yeah, your bam bam went so big. Your bam bam went so big. You had to go lingerie shopping the week before you do it, because now them knickers that you have can't fit you, so you have to need some new knickers. So you got fake bum, fake breasts. Hair fake. Your makeup in there make you look like a new person. You have eyelash on you and thing. And where's the real person? Who am I meeting there? Who am I meeting?
She's inside.
Yeah,
it's inside. So I've got to get to the inside to meet the real person. When men are visual and we look at the outside first.
Yeah.
So that's what you think we want. Or that's for you because you want to enhance yourself.
Eyelashes don't turn me off. Eyelashes don't turn me off.
I didn't say eyelashes turn you off. I just think it's unnecessary.
It still looks good though.
Doesn't stop me.
And I think that for me, if something is pleasing to my eye, then it's pleasing to my eye. And no matter how it's formed, Do you know what I mean? If it's pleasing to my eye and what I see in front of me is all fake, but it pleased my eye, then it's fine. But if somebody is, hasn't got any fake stuff and it pleases my eye, it's exactly the same thing. So what, back to what I'm saying. Once it pleases my eye, I'm happy.
Okay, so your eye is one sense, yeah? That's the sense of sight. What about the sense of touch?
Touching, if it want to, sometimes.
What did you say, Alistair?
He didn't say nothing. He just went.
Man started talking some different language that we gotta win this race.
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, feeling some of them, can feel all right. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Yeah, there are some enhancements which are not as bad as others. I would say not as bad as others. But
for example,
this is for the ladies. This is like having eyelashes and having hair. It's not as bad as having your boobs done or having putting bum implants.
Wait to get to the men.
Right, so that's what I'm gonna come to. Let's go. Let's talk about the men too. Let's go back to the pieces. So penis enlargement. Yeah.
Okay.
So first, I need one doctor to come and tell me how that is even possible. Yeah. What?
They put injections into the penis to make it larger. They put injections on both sides of the penis to make it larger.
Where do they do that?
No needles coming near there. No
I didn't
needles
know
coming near my
those penises have size.
No.
Well, that's what I did.
I'm booking mine next week. I didn't know it was possible. I'm booking mine next week. Extension, here we come. I will become the rod of correction.
Necessarily extension, because what some women need is girth. It's not the length, it's the thickness. Because ladies, remember we did this before, Alistair. I told you. Yeah, remember, Alistair.
Yes,
Ladies
yes.
we don't want this. We want to feel that. Remember?
So hold on. Let me just show you, right? If you got that and this is
Fist,
here, this is there, I'm gonna ask the question. What makes you think this is the problem? Why isn't this the problem?
No.
Why isn't this the bucket thing? That one bucket.
Wow.
Why isn't this the problem? Why is that the problem?
I will narrow it. Okay, I will narrow it. Watch. It's narrowed. Watch. This is not working. So maybe the injection can split out.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Like to feel.
Triangle can't work.
Hello.
Can't play the triangle. We can't play the triangle. King. Can't play the triangle.
I'm not gonna be. No. I'm changing my life.
Hello.
I'm gonna go and get an extension.
T, stop it, man.
I want respect by my name. Do you know what I mean? So when I get my extension, you know what I mean?
Why do you need an extension?
Do you feel you need an extension though?
That's how I walk when I come in the room with my new extension.
Did you fall in, T?
Yes. I need to find out all the details.
So I'm quite surprised. But I dare say it must go on that men try and get enlargement. So the injection thing. What's the other thing? What's the pump thing?
Yeah, that's
What the
what
pump-
I mean the pump thing to pump it up. And
Yes.
now,
What we pumping?
does that pump up thing make it girthy?
Pump it up.
Yes.
What is that?
So the pump up thing makes it girthy.
It makes it
What?
longer. Yeah?
Longer.
For the
And
penis?
there are
Where can
there
you get the
are
pump
two-
from?
You can.
Amazon.
There's two things.
Amazon.
I'm about to say that Amazon, you know.
I'm about to say Amazon, you know. Yeah.
One second.
Or go on Temu, see what they've got to offer.
What do I put in the description?
I'll just say, because we are people of a certain age, that there are some men that lose it for different reasons. It could be something which we're going to talk about, which is prostate cancer. That some men, okay, when they have to go through that, they have to go. The doctors, as part of the treatment, after having the operation, they get a pump. So you can get a pump on the NHS. They're not very good looking, but you can go to many of those sex shops and you can buy the pumps. Yes.
No, the question is, does it work?
Thank you, but no thank you.
Yes, it does work, but it doesn't keep. It's
Right.
not sustainable. It's not
Brilliant.
sustainable all the time.
There's no pain. There's no pain, right?
No.
Okay, well, where's my phone?
I just sent you a link, A-lister.
Oh, you sent me?
I've just sent you a link, A-lister.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
you are just gonna change
Yes.
the whole lot.
$39.99.
Hey, listen, after you've tried them, yeah, send a review.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say something to me.
Don't send no video. No video reviews. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
no
want
video,
no
just send a
video
review.
review.
Just tell man if it work or not, yeah.
He said no video reviews.
Just put it on Trustpilot or something.
Okay.
I want to see the video review.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, really?
Okay, all right.
What, you just seen it now, innit?
So
You
what
just see the
about
picture of it.
Men get their bodies operated on as well.
Yeah, operated
Watch
on
A-lister, watch
what for bottoms as well.
In muscle enhancements and
Watch A-lister's face, because I just sent him the link to the penis
They want
pump.
more
Watch his
muscle.
face.
Okay, all right. So, ladies, what do you think about that? I'll tell you what I meant better. What do you think about men getting themselves enhanced?
But you wouldn't notice it really unless you know
Muscular
the
I don't know anyone that's done that. I don't know anyone that's
No,
done
but
that
that's
before.
the thing of the idea. No, whether you know somebody or not, the
Ain't
idea
that just
of it.
steroids? That's steroids, isn't it?
The idea of it. Steroids
No.
is.
I'd accept you
No,
for who you
not
are.
the steroid. They inject them with something that makes their body swell in certain parts. The same like liposuction and
Polystyrene.
Dumpling. Them yam dumpling. Them yam dumpling for build up themselves.
Polystyrene.
So you meet a man. So, ladies, you meet a man.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but let me say it. You meet a man, and he had a hair transplant.
Oh gosh.
a lot of them have, you know.
Well, let me just give you the picture of the full man here. The full man. Let me tell you the
Or-
full man here.
or
the
a man
tattoos.
unit,
I know you're
no.
going to say the
A man
tattoos.
unit. A man unit.
What's a man unit?
Oh.
That's a
That's a
piece.
man wig.
The hair piece.
Yeah.
A man wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That permanent. That
Call it
sticker.
hair
Yeah.
units.
All right. So a man's got a man piece, man thing.
Yeah.
Piece of hair. Yeah. My piece of hair. Him have some muscle implant. Them look hench and thing. When you squeeze it and thing, it's a bit wishy-washy, wobbly and thing. He got a BBL because up there say men can get bump implants and them thing there too. Yeah. He had a penis enlargement. He had a penis enlargement. Yeah. Still got the scars. Still got the scars underneath the balls or whatever.
No,
And
but
then,
if a man's got a penis enlargement and still got the scars, why are they going to chat to a woman?
What do you mean? He
Why?
might not look. He might just feel. It might be dark. He just put it in. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So
I'm so insecure. I need to light off, and I need to
just put it in. Don't worry.
You
Don't worry.
insecure.
Don't worry,
light
see it.
comes into
You.
your room. I'm gone.
So he's got
before
all of these. He's got all of these things.
with
Yeah.
my scars.
He look good though. He look good. He's got all of these things, but you find these things out the more and more you're having a conversation. Are you still interested?
No.
Why are you not interested anymore?
Oh,
I'm a bit like yourself. I wouldn't, all this false enhancement. I haven't got nothing false about me, so I don't want my man to be false neither. So that's it.
he wouldn't be my man though. He'd be my friend. 'Cause I want to
Listen,
know all
when
his
the
Right.
brother is
I want to know
coming
everything
like
what he's
a
done.
donkey,
You want to see? You
When he's
really
coming
see
there,
Carol in the passa, you know. He's my friend, you know. I don't want to do nothing with him, but I want to know when he went and get the injection for number 2. I want to know how he was feeling. How did it feel? Was it painful?
You can be friend.
Listen, I don't believe that if a man has decided to go and get himself a little bit of a little hand,
A little
just
touch up,
lift,
yeah.
it's a little bit of help. Do you know what I mean? Because he wasn't blessed with the long Donkey Kong. Do you know what I mean? He just hasn't got it.
But sometimes the length don't mean a thing, you know.
And there are certain guys that are just in there and they're just, proper.
Yeah, well, this
And
leads.
they're
This
pumping
leads.
air. They're
and they're
proper pumping
not.
air.
You understand? And if that geezer then go and gets himself an extension, and then he happens to be your man, and you see that piece of thing there, what you telling me, D-Like? You don't gonna want it? You want him to reverse it and go back to when he couldn't help?
That all depends.
But I wasn't. It depends, because I wouldn't be complaining necessarily. Do you know what I mean? But the man could be long like the Eiffel Tower. It don't mean he's gonna give you the good walk, is
He might
it?
not able to stand up.
I tell you,
Right.
man,
All right. Come on, let's deal with the elephant. Let's deal with the elephant in the room, yeah. Carl, everybody always seems to have this opinion that long and big is the way forward. like everybody can take long and big.
It doesn't
Only
always work.
people can't take long and big, you know. Only
Andy C
people. Yeah, man, I want it big and I want it long. When
Oh,
you get
what a
it,
problem
you
to
can't take it.
Lucky
you can't take it.
The foot long no make it. The foot long Subway sandwich no make it.
Long man,
No.
like he's gonna care.
All women
Boo-hoo.
want men to be 6 foot tall and above, isn't it? It's the same thing.
Do you understand what I'm
They're not
saying?
gonna get it.
Like the geezer with the long thing's gonna care what we're saying. He's like, yeah, all right, love.
Stop it.
Wait until
Right,
you
yeah.
get this first. You know what I mean? You can talk as much as you want, darling. Have a try this.
Joe, what do you say?
Miss Sugar Sweet said, "Well, know your limits. Yeah, you have to know your limits, innit? Yeah, you have to know your limits. If he's like fellas, if you're gonna like, I suppose this is part of the thing. This is part of the thing because there's a conversation that always goes on whether size matters or not. Because I personally don't understand why a man would want to enlarge his thing.
Ah, well, you've made it obvious you've got a long one. Let me just say something to you, yeah? Some of us.
No, it might not be long. No, it might not be long,
You know
but
what I
he's
mean?
just blessed.
Yeah, oh.
He's blessed. It might not be long. It might be just
All right,
blessed.
stop
Yeah,
talking
that's
about my
not fair.
PP. I'm not talking about my PP. Yeah.
Are we allowed to swear? We can't swear. can we? But old cheeky B over there. Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah, all right then. If you got, come on. He's just talking because he's probably got a long one. But there are some of us, Mr. Campbell, that don't.
Jepa, if you've already produced kids,
And it's a very
One.
touchy subject.
if you've already produced kids, your job's done. The rest is just a pleasurable thing, and like they say, go and go wear your size. Yeah,
But a
wear
lot
your
of men in their
size.
50s already produce kids already, isn't it?
Yeah, so just
Exactly.
Some ain't got
work
none.
with what you got, innit?
Loads of
I'm
them.
working
One
with what
ain't
I got.
got this one that's got
Put
the
2
most.
injection in there for going to turn Incredible Hulk down there. I don't know about all of that. Yeah? One, to go through that piece of pain, and I don't care what nobody say. You can put me to sleep subtle. I will be feeling it in my dream. Yeah, you put needle in there. Don't put no needle nowhere.
Well, how do you
near
think us
there.
women feel though when we have to have needle?
What you have
and
to have
things
needle
shove
for?
up
What
there?
you need? What you need needle for?
It depends what
For
situation
putting
is
this
going
something
on
in your
down there. No, I'm on about downstairs. I'm on about
What
downstairs.
you need needle for downstairs? What you need needle for?
Well, some women they might have to have a needle to numb it up when they put 2 stitches in to make it look a bit tighter, innit?
Oh Lord of
Well,
mercy!
no. Sometimes you have to have stitches if you have a prolapse wound.
Yep. After you've given birth, you might have to have stitches.
Yeah,
down
but
there.
you have stitches up there, but that's not no needle thing. You just giving birth.
It is a needle.
It's a needle. How else are you gonna do stitches without needle?
What after you giving birth?
Blue.
After you
Yeah,
give
we're
birth,
not talking about giving birth. You're talking
about.
about one natural thing. You're talking about
Yeah.
some making your pum pum tighter because your pum pum just bucket. I don't want to know about that.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. Just imagine, I say to the other 2 men in the group, right? If you was getting a whole heap of stage 1 complaints,
What is
I
that
can't see you.
it's just not big enough. Would you? Sorry, you can't hear me. Sorry, I'm
can
in
hear
pain
you.
and
Stage one can
I am
you
in
No.
pain. So I'd rather you
Can
not
hear
see
you.
that. Yeah.
That's all right, babe.
If you had stage 1 complaints from females that you're just not making it down there, yeah, it's not big enough and whatever, would you consider
No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, I'm not.
Yes. Yes, yes,
I
yes,
have
yes,
to be.
yes.
I'm gonna have to be really little bit. I'm just gonna be really little bit. I have to be really little bit to even consider it, and then I will probably be insecure and frightened.
That's a yes then.
No,
That's a yes then.
no,
That's a yes.
I'm not. No,
That's a
I
yes.
don't like surgery. I wouldn't do it.
Not now.
I'm just talking about coulda, woulda, shoulda.
You wouldn't do
no,
it.
if they said I
Even
wouldn't
if
do
it could enhance stuff for you.
I would
even
do
if
it.
could
I
enhance
will
you.
believe that no, that means you lot are not for me. I must go find who's for me. Dun, 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 dun.
Do you know what?
Dun, dun, dun,
No.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider the surgery. I
The
wouldn't
more you've
consider
got
the
that,
surgery.
that kind of, I got a
But men
big one.
could use other things though,
You know what I
can't
mean?
they? Instead
I
of-
don't.
instead
No,
of
I
using
wouldn't
the-
consider the
So
surgery.
would you
I wouldn't-
consider using toys then if it wasn't big enough?
I would lose toys. I use toys. I would say, boy, then I have to pleasure you some other way. I'd use toys.
That's right.
And-
That's something you could do. Another option. And we
I'd use
know of a
toys.
chap who has got. He has 2 children, but he has a very, very, very tiny penis. Yeah, but he's very popular because he knows how to use his tongue.
Right.
He knows
then.
he has a tongue. Yeah, he's got a long tongue.
His tongue longer than his willy.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably.
Could you do me a
actually,
favor?
yeah.
Could you get me that guy's number? Get me that guy's number because I'm going to book him and me an appointment. He will no longer have to lick no more. You understand what I'm saying? Come with me and we're going to go and book it. Don't worry about Estot. You know what I mean? Don't worry about Estot and he's staying away from it. We're going to go and we're getting our long
He's
cocks.
ever so
That's what we're
confident,
doing.
and you know what? And he would never have an operation. He's already said that he'd never have the operation. He's very, very confident in himself.
In the mouth.
And women, he's never had a problem. He's never had a problem with women, and he's got 2 children. Okay.
Okay, so what's late? This will make us move on. Because there's been a question inside the chat room, come from Mandy, and it said, she says, what about menopause? When you don't want it no more, you can't feel it no more. You don't sex and the menopause, male menopause. What do you call it? Andropause. So the menopause and andropause. Yeah. Are we failing to understand or support one another during this time?
100% fact, yes.
I think so, yes.
100% fact. And that, I think it's one of the biggest causes of, I'm talking about black relationships. Yeah, okay. Because I don't think that we take time to understand what either sexes are going through. I just don't think we actually take time to do that. And so relationships would improve so much better, so much more if people would just do that. Women don't necessarily think about the andropause. Men actually do go through a form of change, where aspects of their bodies change and how it may make them feel sexually. For example, there we go. Lack of focus, low energy, muscle loss. Yeah, there's the important one, mild to moderate erectile dysfunction. Yeah, that's real. It is a real thing. And women also, we know the things that women go through too. So I think it's something that we should really talk about and not put to one side and have a laugh and a joke about it. It's very, very serious. And so, that's how I feel about that.
Okay, so let's take the edge of serious and let's put the understanding part on it. You're in a relationship with a person that's perimenopause or premenopausal. They're going through symptoms of menopause, and they don't understand it. Yeah, they don't understand the symptoms that they're going through. They just know, if they haven't educated or been educated about the symptoms that come in the first place, and you're having sexual relationships. You're in sexual relationships, and men experience the dryness of the vagina. Now I know this because I've had conversations with men, and experienced the dryness, and the woman didn't understand why the dryness was. Lube wasn't even thought about. They're just going through and having sex and doing whatever, and the sex life has changed. Just because there has been with the sex life being changed, some people turn around and be like, boy, it's not the same again. I don't want to do this again, and the relationship changes, and that relationship might change for a negative. A man wants to go and look elsewhere, or a woman wants to go and look elsewhere because things ain't right, without understanding that the older you get, sex is different.
Changes,
big changes. Sex is different. You're not in there swinging from no chandeliers talking about. I say this to enough people, and people think it's a joke when I'm saying it. When you was younger, and you was having the rocket hard erections, smooth helmet, long like whatever. When you get to a certain age, them things they don't run again like that. They don't run like that again. You'd be like, oh, it's just old age. No, it's the things that your body's going through.
Especially if you got
it would affect.
If you've got diabetes and all these symptoms.
Let's have a look. Diabetes and then having andropause on top of that. You are different, brother. You are different, brother. And I'm diabetic. I'm type 1 diabetic. I'm not going to be afraid to say so. There's been changes, bare changes. Not afraid to say so. But you have to understand that there will be changes to your body and embrace them. And more than anything else, communicate.
That's right.
And that's the key.
Communicate. Communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what it is.
You're
It's all
feeling
about
some dryness. What can we do about that? Well, let's experiment. Let's try and use some lube and thing and see if that's gonna make a difference. But no, don't. You might not even. She might not even feel like having sex.
Or that too. Yeah.
Not even feel
But
like having
that
sex.
goes both
It's got nothing
ways,
to
though,
do
because a
with
man,
me.
yeah, the man,
we
like
might
that as
not feel like having sex.
Yeah,
And you got to understand that. Okay, I might not feel like it, but it's nothing to do with you personally.
It's just them themselves.
I still
Yeah.
want to, and still, but it's, I just don't feel like it. And I believe that a lot of people don't understand that, and that will always.
See, so when I tell people this, right, they don't believe me. Why? What kind of my posts?
Maybe
But-
so.
Well, no, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be because it's this is the real life part. This is the real part of life. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff that's going on in the posts and stuff is jokes and blah. It's situations that are far and few between. But this piece of talk is 100% real life and 100% changes that nobody never took. Think of it like this, and I say this to people, women and men. Think of it like this: when you lot was growing up as young ladies, and mummy never tell you about no period, and one day it did start.
No, my mum told me, and I started
Yeah, but
the
there's
next day.
people that never get the information. Yeah? And all of a sudden them start feel funny, and then boom, them a period, and them didn't even know what it was. Yeah? It's exactly the same with the teachings of menopause. I don't really know many women or many mums that have told their daughters about menopause.
Okay.
Yeah, for real.
But the thing is, my mum didn't really experience it like that, so my mum couldn't tell me about menopause. But with regards to the menopause, though, what's that sound? Oh Lord, sounds horrible. Right, but with the menopause, if you've got the right partner, you sit down and you talk and you listen, you communicate. Like you said before, communication is the key, right? So that way your man can, as ladies, your man needs to understand you and what's happening to your body, the changes. Because one minute you was all nicey nice, next minute you're tired, you're broke out in a sweat, you can have vaginal dryness, but then it can be the opposite. You can be wet like a river, you understand? There's all different changes, the tenderness of the breasts, and it's about everybody just understanding and whatever. You know what, Touch T, I swear to God. We're trying to have a serious discussion with him. He's doing he's swimming because I said, some women flood like a river, but they do.
It's true.
But it's a serious thing, and as you say, men go through what they're going through as well, and you've just got to have that right person beside you. Now, if that person who's beside you cannot understand what you are going through physically and mentally, because it affects you mentally, if they cannot support you, that's not the person for you, right? If they feel the need to go out and cheat because you can't give them what they want, let them go along. I'd rather be by myself. Do you know what I'm saying? But you've got to have that right supportive person next to you,
So in terms of our education, in terms of educating, I think a lot more needs to happen in terms of educating young men and young women, that as they get older, it's not something, because there are still, and I'm really surprised when I come across females who don't really understand what is actually happening to their bodies in terms of being menopausal or going into that phase. And also men that I've come across who just say, I can't be bothered with that. And they go off and they cheat. They've gone off and they actually go and cheat because things aren't working in that department anymore, or for this period of time. So dealing with the sweats and all that sort of thing, they don't know what it is, and that's what they're doing. It's a bit sad, but
It is.
It's a bit sad.
It is. I would.
Can I just read out something in the chat room coming from Dion? Dion says, "Mums not talking to their daughters is generational. I think a lot of mums don't feel comfortable discussing these things like these."
But we need to.
Very
We need
true.
to start doing it.
I talk to my son and my niece.
But a lot of remember it be down to a lot of babies having babies, not had that educational within themselves to pass it down because they were already young, or just don't talk to their parents to give them that
But
guidance.
we need to tell our daughters. It's
also-
very important. It's very important.
And I think it even goes back as far as even like my mum taught me and my sisters that we should do our pelvic floor exercises. And like, I think my mum came to England as a very young child, shall we say, yeah. and she taught me about how important it was to do our pelvic floor exercises. And so having periods and menopause was something very, very, very part of me. And I am now 60. Yeah, okay, so I reached that age now. Yeah, we reached last month. Yeah, but hear what now? Guess what?
Let me do that
See
again.
what?
The woohoo.
Woohoo! Yeah, so I reached.
Woohoo! 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 Woohoo!
You lot are crazy.
We're trying to have a serious conversation here, and we just keep busting out a laugh.
Yeah. So in terms of the menopause,
I'm celebrating her birthday.
Oh, you're a funny guy. But in terms of the menopause, like in everybody's family is different. We've all got our medical footprints, our footprints. So in my family, the menopause is something that happens really late in life, like 60, 59, 60, 61, and it comes and it goes. I'm that person. Yeah, but I might have other symptoms like I sweat. I can get the occasional sweats, but I still have periods.
So not necessarily is it a thing where it comes down to mums. Lisa's put something in the chat room. It says it's hard when you lose your mum as a child and there's no one to talk to you about these things. So this should be a community conversation. I've been in conversations for a little while now, years, and these are conversations with women groups, men groups, and a lot of women in our age group at first didn't understand this whole thing with menopause. Now I've been with women and they're actually going through menopause and not understood what they was doing. I would see something different because your mood is different. All of a sudden your moods are different. And I've been educated because I did used to call it madness because I used to see one behavior 1 minute and then 5 minutes later, a whole different thing, and I never actually thought it was really possible or really actually that bad, really that bad to even
but saying
fathom that you could be one way 1 second and literally a different way second later.
But that might not be menopause. That could be they could be bipolar.
That it could be bipolar.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden.
Yes.
Menopause brings up so much.
Yeah. I was thinking, I will more think that it would. Well, it turned out to be menopause and stuff.
Okay.
If it's bipolar, to be honest though, they did have some bipolar traits though.
Yeah, but menopause really does affect your mental health because you don't know what is going on. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what's going on. You know, 1 minute you might be thinking you're climbing a mountain, next minute you just want to sleep. You know what I mean? All kind of thing. 1 minute you want to brook up your man in 75 different positions. Next minute you want to sleep. You know, it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
It is. But talking about men as well. So we talk about women and the menopause. I think a lot of people don't understand that men go through their things as well. Yeah, men could have their little mood swing. Yeah, you might just think
because it's a bit more taboo with the men, isn't it?
It's about taboo. Like we wasn't going through something, but with where we're and correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. It's a woman thing. It's I can't put back up my red picture about you put up my chest picture. My chest picture. Yeah, that one there. Chest. Everybody want chest.
Look at you. Look like some hot shot, man. Sure.
So with men and thing, yeah, look, sure. With men, the taboo is that our hormones are irrelevant. Yeah, we're men, we don't have these things, but we will lose estrogen. Women have, was it estrogen? No,
testosterone.
Testosterone.
Yeah. And women lose estrogen.
Yes.
Estrogen. So it's the hormone that we lose in our body that makes our body react differently and make our brains think differently.
So we become more masculine and you become more feminine.
Well, I wouldn't put it that way, but if a man wants to turn around and talk about, you know what, I'm going through my little thing and I want to have some surgery to have breasts, I feel business.
No, that's your business, yeah.
I feel business. Yeah, you're turning it into a different thing altogether, just using the excuse. But that is how it is when it comes to these things, and the conversation has most definitely got to be had, especially, and I'm going to say this, especially in the black community, because there's a lot of things that we don't talk about
That's true.
as a people. Lot of things you just thinking, rah, what to she? How come you wasn't in up with her no more, brethren? Yeah, we're going through a whole year of madness. Every minute she want to kill I train plate after me. Why? What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? I don't know. This time she's going through things that she can't tell you, or you ain't in a position that you're having a conversation that she can't tell you about it, and vice versa, and vice versa. And then when certain little things like depression and all of that kind of set in, and you don't know why, and you have no understanding, and you can't deal with the things if you don't have the information, and that is as simple as that.
It's true.
Very true.
So as we've touched on that subject, and it was as serious a subject as not, swiftly moving on, boss lady, next question. Prostate cancer. Get your check. I urge many guys to go and do this. Now, Denise, I know you got more information about this than I will probably have. But just on the off chance, when I went and get my 50 check,
Yeah.
and I asked them to do the check for the prostate check as well, they refused.
Serious?
They refused. They said to me, only if I have symptoms of anything will they do it.
No.
Right?
Okay.
I thought it was wrong because I've heard more people are going and getting their checks and it's been done. I just thought, wow, what?
Okay.
One to me.
So
I look like you can't put no finger on.
Oh, jeez. It's because of doing blood test.
I'm not in my 50s yet.
the biggest problem.
Since I was 45, every year.
Just up for a blood test.
Every year I go for a blood test just to check my PSA levels. Every year I go and check it.
That's
You know what I mean? There's no finger. It's just the
exactly.
needle. You know?
So
I've got
there's-
needle phobia.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there is like a postcode lottery. There are certain areas, there's certain health authorities that will do that for you immediately, and there's some that will not. It's absolutely crazy, but there's a lot of work, and Errol's doing a lot of work in terms of promoting this, and the health. I think NHS generally are trying their hardest to make improvements because, unfortunately, black men, you are now more likely, I think 6 or 7 times more likely to get prostate cancer than a white person, a white man. It is a fact. So there are little things like that women, I think we have a responsibility too. So if you're in a relationship and say, for example, this is the real talk, your partner, when you're doing his laundry, no, just before we even get there, at night time, getting up and having to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times in the night, it's probably at that time, let's make an appointment at the GP. Let's go and get yourself checked out, or encourage him to go and get himself checked out. It's the women who are doing the laundry, and they recognise that we've never, ever, ever, when washing his boxes, have I noticed that there are little damp patches of urine on his pants, sort of thing. But they are now. These are real things that happen, and I think a lot of black men seem to have this feeling, even young. Oh yeah, so one more thing. If one of your parents, if your mum, in particular, has had cancer and may have passed away from it, that is another reason when you go to your GP, you need to tell the GP that, because you are unfortunately more susceptible to getting prostate cancer. So these are little things that to note. But I think the biggest thing that black men have a problem with is that they seem to still believe that you have to have a finger at the bottom. It doesn't go like that. A simple blood test can eliminate that straight away and let you know what your PSA levels are. We only know one black surgeon, and he's amazing. And I did some Zooms during lockdown, and we had these conversations. So I learned a lot, and I've taken a lot of interest, because unfortunately, I know a lot of guys that have unfortunately got prostate cancer, and because they haven't managed it, have had to go for the operation and have the prostate removed. And sometimes, unfortunately, even when they've had it removed, they still find little bits, and they have to go for radiation treatment. And once you have radiation treatment, that erection isn't coming back. It's not coming back. So I really employ guys, insist. If your doctor tells you no, you must make a complaint. Okay, you must pursue it. We must pursue it.
My doctor's quite pretty. She could do that.
Put the finger.
You know what? Come on, tell you. Come
Give
on,
you the
tell
finger.
you.
Going there. I'm never going there because you don't want
Yeah, I know
nobody in your
business. She
bottom.
nice, man. She
Who
nice.
wants that? Well, that's not the conversation. Really.
That's after 9 o'clock. That is after 9
Sorry,
o'clock.
that's a little bit later.
show.
Take that one back.
Every time she sees me, she smiles. So I smile back.
But yeah, seriously, it's a serious. It's for me. This whole topic, all these conversations, are all great. But I have to say, I do promote black men. Please encourage your sons. If your father or uncle, any family members had it, you go to your GP and you tell them it's in your family. Do not leave that surgery without that appointment. Don't.
You hear that, Sean?
Yeah. Me I make some bookings tomorrow.
Good.
Because
Yeah.
that's what my granddad died of.
Okay. See what I mean? Yeah.
There you go.
So it's
You have to
hereditary.
be on it. You have to
You
be on
can
it hard.
you can ask for that. You just say, "Can I have a blood test?" PSA blood test, straight up. Just say that, and I just tell you to come on a certain day when they do it in your
Not
surgery.
every surgery is like that, T. That's what I'm saying. It is a postcode lottery. People think it's just like that. It's not just like that. Especially if you are under a certain age, it's kind of hard. Yeah, but if you've had any male family member, please beg you to tomorrow make that appointment.
But this is where it's funny because it's every 3 years you have to go and get your breast done.
Yeah, depends where you live. Again,
Okay.
as I said, postcode lottery. Postcode lottery is ridiculous. But yeah, please, guys.
I would encourage every black brother to do
Question
it.
comes out to you, Denise. It says, Denise, why has the numbers gone up on black men? Did our elders get checked more regularly back in the day?
No, it's
No,
always,
they died.
It's always been higher. It's always been higher. Yeah, but it seems to have got worse. It seems to have got worse because we've got this phobia about this. It's always the same thing. I don't want nobody putting their finger in my bottom. Yeah,
I think age-wise,
The population of black people has got
They're
greater.
living longer.
I think age-wise, to be honest, the finger up the bottom thing ain't gonna phase me one.
We can't hear you.
If it
Sean.
can,
I said the finger at the bottom thing ain't gonna phase me one.
no,
bit,
because if
yeah,
it can, because if it can save your life,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. A few seconds for somebody checking something, I'd rather have you here than you having to go through that because I think we probably all know someone that's gone through this prostate cancer. Do you know what I mean? And we need you here. So I would encourage any man. Well, it's only a blood test now anyway, but please do it. We don't need to be losing our brothers. We don't need to be doing it.
Exactly.
And
Too many of us are dying, man. I'm sometimes scared to read.
Listen, I haven't been on it for a
anymore.
week.
I'm so
I wasn't
scared.
on Facebook for a week, and when I come on back today, the amount of RIPs I saw, I just come right back off. I just said, nah, it's too much. And it's a lot of black men.
Yeah.
But these are the things I'm seeing in the chat room, right? There's things I didn't even hear. Message comes here saying, men, my father died of prostate cancer in 2008, and it is also what we eat that has an impact too. Denny D, that was Sue's. Denny D says, hold on, can I even get back there? Also, some men don't believe in pharmaceuticals. Now, I've heard that all the time, but me will take our medicine for everything. You say, yeah? We will take our medicine. Now, Miss Envious says, actually, the PSA test is not infallible. A friend of mine had the blood test, and it wasn't until he had the internal exam that his cancer was confirmed.
Correct.
So
right. She's right. It happens.
So having the test is one thing,
Yeah.
but I suppose when it's to a serious lady, they still have to massage the prostate to be able to
That's
tell.
right. True.
I would say to the ladies with husbands or partners, book it for them. We lazy. It's coming
Correct.
from us.
Yeah.
Any which way we
Amen
can
to
help
that.
each other. Is any which way we can help each other.
Yeah.
No. The health, our health and well-being is a serious subject, and
Yes.
especially the older we get. Yeah?
So imagine the amount of women that say to their husbands or partners, "Oh, I've booked for you to go see doctor," and he turned around and said, "I'm not going."
That's right. And that is right. And you're right about that.
And then you
Carol,
say,
too.
well, if you don't go, there is
I'm
no
going.
pum pum for you ever again.
Maybe they weren't
Go-
getting pum pum anyway.
Oh no.
Wow. But it'd be lock off, innit? It'd be lock off. But you know what? No, but it is important. It's imperative. You know, if you've got the, as I said again, if you've got the right partner who will listen to you, because some men don't like to listen to us when we open our mouth. They lock off. The ears blind, ears deaf.
You talk to their friend, and their friend will talk to them, and they'll listen to the friend.
No, but then they're going to accuse you of cheating. Then you're talking to his friend, so you can't. You know what I mean? But no, I just want you guys, stop. Make sure tomorrow morning ring the GP and say, please, beg you do.
Beg you do.
So go in the NHS app and say.
Yeah, me have one. Me have book my appointment. That's how I book my appointments.
I request it.
Like Miss Sugar Sweet says, I'll be honest. Even for smear tests, NHS write us like we don't have sex over 50. Had to fight for her test. She had to fight for her smear test in her 50s. Wow.
What? That's crazy. That's very scary to hear that. That's very. Unfortunately, this postcode lottery is absolutely amazing how it works. So like I'm here in Derbyshire, and it's 10 times better than parts of London. You know, it's very
funny
scary.
because one doctor told me, "Oh, if you're not having sex, you don't really need the smear test." Another
That's a
doctor,
load of rubbish.
and another doctor said, "No, you need to have it done," and she did it the same there and then.
She's crazy because they were saying people look at the amount of nuns. If you're a nun, okay, you wouldn't expect nuns to have any sort of cervix issues, but they do. So
Of course they do.
So women have to have it. It doesn't matter, and nuns apparently don't have sex.
No. Okay.
Can I just? All right, can I just read this one thing? Lorraine is on Facebook, says, good evening. I hear that a pregnancy test can bring up prostate issues if a man pee-pees on it.
What?
Yeah? So man pee-pees on a pregnancy test and it changed colour.
That's what my girl has just said.
That means she breed the man. That's what that means. She breed the man. Raw, you're getting pregnant. Rude girl.
Brought that, and Professor Frank said it's a load of rubbish, and I'll tell you that straight.
What's that?
He said it's a load of rubbish. What you just said.
Okay, right.
Yeah, it's not true.
Is there any chance that we can go to the next topic because the time is nearly 8 o'clock? And we've only been through 3 or 4, isn't it?
Okay.
Five
right.
then.
So let's go to the next one. We're not trying to go through all of them one time, Touch. It's just to see how much we can go through inside the time we have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Right. Is there a difference between fucking and making love? It says fucking, but I'm talking the thing fucking, making love.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Of course there is.
Yep.
Yes, there is.
Yep.
Of course there is.
Yes, there
Definitely.
is. And if anybody says different, y'all doing it wrong. Y'all doing it wrong.
Big time.
But there's most definitely a difference. There is most definitely a difference. The question is, what is the difference?
Emotional, a different level of passion.
Is it boof, 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 screaming, shouting, holding onto the skeet, screaming it, handing on the air, leg pop, puffing and panting, can't move, don't touch me, don't touch me. Is that all part of the thing?
Wow.
Or is it? Yeah, I went there, I went there.
Don't touch me.
Do you know why you're saying wow? Because everything I just said, you imagined everything at the same time, didn't you?
Because he knows he's done it.
That's what happened to you, isn't it?
Well,
It's when you're in that moment of silence.
Next week you'll know about
You're
it.
in a moment of silence.
You can't. You'd be too tender.
Oh
You
yeah.
can get the extension.
Yeah, you
How
better
long
wait
is
for
it?
6 months. You better wait for 6 months after.
Oh, yeah.
Rastafari.
Right. The question again. The difference between fucking and
Yeah.
making
In
love.
a relationship,
Big difference.
you think that
Big
you
difference.
would be able to do both. In a relationship.
Even a relationship, you could just you can still have.
No,
Yeah,
no,
sorry,
just
go on,
that,
carry
just
on.
that
Sorry.
in a relationship,
Come-
you should be able to have. You should be having both experiences.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish-
Because a
I
quickie,
was just about to say, you can't
Yeah.
fuck missus.
Oh, Lord. But a quickie, in the morning when you wake up, that could be seen as a fuck. But then making love is exploring from top to bottom, head to toe, and you're taking your time where it's all sensual and everything. That's the art of making love.
You
Well,
can't,
let
you
me
can't make
give you
love
some.
with morning breath.
Wow.
That's why it's called quick jukes.
Okay.
So hey, what the making love thing is all. It's all about feelings. This is what JT Power says. April says In my opinion, fucking is a deep, hot walk, full length, rum up. full up, rum up the thing. Yeah. So fucking is just straight boof boof. That was Carl. That's boof boof. Yeah. Boof boof. Miss Sugar Sweet says, okay, can we do this once a month, please, or try and get our children over 16 saying as that's the age for sex? Okay. That was a different conversation you want to have there? All right, me get to. Right, here's the question. Can you have a quick fuck in a relationship?
Yeah.
Can you just have a quick fuck in the relationship? Yes, of course you can.
Yes.
You can have a quick fuck at any time.
Got to go to work. Got to go work.
Anytime.
You have your breakfast.
Morning.
I always like to commence on my exit. Do you know what I mean? Then there's no pressure, you know, because when I'm on my way out, we stop and then we have a bit, and then if it doesn't last that long, I remember I was on my way out, so I'm gone. Do you know what I mean? No pressure. No pressure.
Well, that's gonna come to our next question, yeah. Right. Right, but can you make love if you're not in love?
Yes.
Yes.
Because about feelings and exploring, you don't have to be in love to make love.
So you can just make love. So what's the point in being in love then?
That's if you're in a relationship status. You might, you know, but you still want somebody to kiss and caress you and make you feel good.
Yeah, but ain't that just soft fucking?
No. No.
It is.
When you're deep, when you're in love, and that feelings transferring spiritually and blah blah. When you're in love, if you're not in love, do you feel the in love thing?
It's a spiritual blah blah.
Yeah, spiritual blah blah. It mean it's not real. It does just that.
Esther's going like he's 75. Esther's going like he's 75 years old. I'm telling you.
I'm not
doing that. I'm just asking the question. You know what I mean? Just asking the question. That's all. People think, but I believe that you evolve over the years and you understand the difference between certain things. I would have said once upon a time, you can make love if you're not in love. No, you can't.
No,
it's
you
a
can't.
different thing. Once you've been in love, making love, it's a different thing.
Yeah. When you're with your person and you both are in love, and then you decide to lie down together, you make some extra lovings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's levels.
Yeah.
You can still make love. Fuck it, you can.
In it.
Do the dance again.
Making love, you could do.
They don't like us.
You can make love in 5 minutes.
Dion says this. To me, a fuck is loin-centered. Making love is mind, body, and soul involvement.
Oh, yes.
Emotions,
I like
the
that.
emotions,
I like that.
yes.
So who else is the emotion? Okay, let me get in this. The emotion of love can be instant, no time involved.
And Music Sweet said the difference is the comment said after the act.
The comment said after the act.
Yes.
So you just do your thing.
All right then.
I love
See
you.
you later. My Uber's outside. Bye.
Yeah, you just got boof boof, yeah? You
That's
just
a
got
quick
boof boof then.
jokes.
Yeah, that was a boof boof then.
On the way out.
Yeah?
A
Boof,
jokes.
you know.
Yeah, jokes. A jokes. A boof boof.
How long?
All right then, bye.
How long is a quickie?
Quick hit it.
It depends on the people.
Depends on you.
Everybody's
Depends.
different.
If you're there in there, if you're
bet
all right,
anyone
if you're in,
off anyone
I'm gonna say it straight. If you're in there for 20 minutes, yeah, that's not a quickie.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
5 minutes, man. 5 minutes.
I bet you I can break everyone's record right here
Oh Lord.
for the quickest quickie.
2 minutes.
30 seconds. In and out. Boof.
That's straight.
Is that
straight.
including
And come out.
Hey, listener, is that include coming as well?
That includes everything. That includes me coming in the house.
How quick?
Everything
How
is
quick?
part of it.
How quick?
Mandy C says 5 minutes.
How quick?
April says less than 5 minutes. Come on, what's the quickest? Come on, A-lister.
What is
Dun,
it?
dun, dun.
Listen, you know, in boxing, there's
On your mark, get set. Oh, done.
There's 3 minutes in a round, and you know a man get knocked out in the first round within the first 3 minutes.
Wow.
The first thump.
Yeah, the first pump knock out a man. You understand what I mean?
So you're not no haggler
You
then?
got to remember that, ladies.
Can I ask you this? Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah?
Really,
yes,
T?
Yeah, fall asleep
Oh,
on the job.
wow, that bad.
Wow.
Like, you know, when you're getting like a back shot, right? And you just collapse,
I don't know about that one.
on the woman's back, just gone.
No.
No, that man had narcolepsy. He had narcolepsy, boy.
Oh, what? During the rhythm, he fell asleep.
I said he was tired. He'd been working like a dog, right? Okay, and came to get on with the thing, yeah. And said, you know what? It's probably easy. Let's just do it from behind, yeah. So I took up my position. All ready. Boof, boof, boof. Gone.
Nah, narcolepsy. No, the man had narcolepsy. No,
Yeah.
seriously,
But
no.
that was a serious tiredness. That wasn't the normal, but it was an experience that I've never forgotten.
Did you have him up? Did you have him up for it, or did you understand?
No, because I know how tired he was.
I can understand falling asleep after the deed, but why?
Yeah, but during. So what? You had to just.
What
so
about
you
if
had
you're
to.
receiving oral? Can you fall asleep then?
Roll him up.
If you're
Lying
receiving
down.
it,
Yeah, if you're lying down, sleeping,
That me I say, Alias. That me I say.
relaxing, and then no, not relaxing. You're in the middle of it. Boof, boof, baff, baff, and then she decided that she wanted to, go down. I wanted to say it, but I'm just worried about Jermaine repeats. But anyway, she does her business on you, and then you like it so much. She's doing such a good job that you then just.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? She comatose you, says she done a good job.
Yes.
Not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. I won't see that as
So she
bad.
needs praise. So really, this is a clap situation, is it? Praise. Well done, baby.
yeah. But what about vice versa then? What about if a man's going down and she fall asleep?
Oh, that's a big shame. That's a big shame.
You weren't doing it right, Lou.
You weren't doing nothing.
Oh, man, it weren't no afraid she could be tired. She could have been tired.
So look how you lot just went there. Yeah. When it's a woman, it's
I did not
accolades.
say
Yeah.
that. I
Put
did
a man
not
to
say
sleep. Yeah. Put a man to sleep. But when it's a
I
woman,
did
it's
not
like
say
no,
that.
the man rubbish. The man rubbish. Yeah.
No, but she was
I did not
enjoying
say
it.
that.
Let me ask you.
That's she should have bit it. That's what she should have done.
Wow.
Wake him up.
Oh, Carol. Well,
But when it comes to recovery,
We know
so
what type
when
of films
men
you
come,
watch.
when you guys
You know,
come,
we need a
That's right, you
bigger
know.
boat.
gone.
Jaws.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. I am very, very sorry.
Don't apologize.
I'm very, very sorry. But if you bite that shit, there's gonna be an automatic box reaction.
Of course, that's a natural reflex.
There's an automatic box reaction. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. You bit the thing.
Hit me.
Oh no.
Come on, man.
When you guys come, all you three guys, when you do come, don't you find that your recovery is longer? Where we don't, we can just get on with it.
Not necessarily. No thing.
Not all men are
But I
the
suppose
same.
as
Not
you've
all
got
men are
older
the
for you
same.
guys,
No,
yeah, but
do
you
not
see you
count as
guys
the
as you've
same.
got older. When you're younger days, you probably could have gone 3, 4, 5 rounds, one after the other. But now the recovery
Wow.
time's a little bit slower.
Is that a real thing?
Nope. It depends how much it's sweeting you.
Hold on.
Hey,
Question
listen,
is
hey,
what happens?
listen, wow.
What question goes? What happens if she fell asleep with a dummy in her mouth?
She can't be my business.
So she there doing the stroke and she
And she be
fell
like-
asleep on you.
No. I would be PISSED.
Is that an automatic reaction box as well?
Oh,
No, it's not because she
No,
not.
no, no.
She's fall asleep.
No, biting, Carol.
Carol.
Gina, that's a form of violence. That is
It's
violence.
foreplay. It's foreplay.
No,
That's
no.
GBH, man.
Just let your man
GBH,
book a
man.
magnum.
And ABH.
No,
Give him the
no.
magnum.
No.
Okay, so can-
some people that's not into pain. I am not into pain. So you
What
biting
a lie. You're
is a
lying,
form
you see?
of violence.
You're
No.
lying.
Serious. I'm being serious. I'm not into it. Anything that's painful, I'm not into it. No, I can't.
No kind of pain.
No
None.
kind of pain. So if she
If she
come
with a
and
paddle, that's a no-no.
Paddle.
she's gonna
I'm
hit
going
him with a
home.
Dutch pot. She'd hit
I'm
him
going
with a Dutch
home.
pot. Yeah,
I'm
but
asking you, what is that? What was that? I'm gonna stop the. I will stop the music. But what is that?
Yeah. You remember the
Are we
Red Bull?
playing? Are we playing table tennis
Okay,
with an
what
extra long back?
What about
No.
handcuffs and whips? That's not involved.
You
no?
came to me with a paddle. You know you're never putting handcuffs on me. Yeah.
paddle.
No way.
Where are you gonna get a paddle from? You're definitely getting it from Timu, isn't it?
No, that's what I think. Yeah, people have
you
them,
want a
you know, just
beating,
like a
you
long.
can get a
It's just like a long table tennis bat without the grip, without the grip, or a sharp cricket bat.
Wow.
A sharp cricket bat. Let's say that.
No.
And just get to blunt. Yeah, no, you wanted to do that to me, and then the next conversation we have, you're asking me about.
He starts stuttering down.
Handcuff.
Hold on,
You're
what's that?
looking to kill me that day, boy.
Nipple clamps up. Is that
Okay,
nipple
okay.
clamps?
We have to take a little break. We will be back on the other
All right,
side
while
of
we're
the
on the
break.
break,
We'll continue
can
the
everyone,
conversation.
is there a way we can have a break where everybody else sees the ad break and we can look at Denise putting the clamps on?
You know I'm game, love.
Boss lady,
Let's
please,
let's
I beg,
investigate
talk
that, boss lady.
talk
When
that
you're
out.
ready, let's
Talk
go
that
to
out.
the break.
Yeah, and go on, Denise. Go on.
Oh, by the way, when we're on the break, can you lot mute yourselves?
Hey, yo, time pause.
Yo.
I bust the rhymes, listen up. Pass me the blowtorch when me light the big head.
No,
Bring that come road boy.
I don't see it. Just give me the light and pass the joke. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my style, and I got to know. Which one is gonna catch my flow? Cause I'm in the vibes, and I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know get live, and I got to know. Bust the rhyme.
Check it. Clap on the one, on the clap on the one. Boss in the place, and if I clap on the one. See me and Sean Paul Link, I come to create a plan. We go and dance, I'll bust it up and make up a grand.
Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise the leg, raise the foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise the leg, raise the foot and jump. Carnival massive all around. Carnival massive, you be done. Raise the foot if you want to jump. Raise the foot if you jump the man. Carnival massive all around. Carnival massive, you be done. Raise the foot if you want to jump. Raise the foot if you jump the man. I rehearse if you feeling hot. Show the boys and then what you got. Raise the foot, you it in the air. Jump around like you just don't care. I rehearse if you feeling hot. Show the boys and then what you got. Raise the foot, you it in the air. Jump around like you just don't care. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise the leg, raise the foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise the leg, raise the foot and jump.
Can see something about you making me wanna fall in love with you, be one with you. Falling in love, falling so hard, I can't get out.
You saw me at the mall just the other day, holding bags for my girl, so you looked away. She don't mean anything to me anyway, and I still be with you if I had my way. It's the best was to go where you used to lay. I got weak late one night, so let it stay. I found out that no one can take your place, 'cause I still be calling your name. I know you see, it ain't her time, but she don't care, she don't care.
Okay, we are back. After the break. Last hour or so to go. And let's talk real talk. If you've just joined in, do touch the share button. Don't keep it to yourself and get involved in the conversation. As we talking, let's talk real talk. Episode 2. Okay. Of course, it's produced by the boss lady.
Of course.
And she had to put her face inside there. But see how she put a picture in there. And no picture with her in the vest and the chest puff out and the thing there. She didn't put none of them things in there for her, but she put one in there for me. But we're not saying nothing more about it. It's not like I feel any kind of way about that.
You
It's
love
not
it,
like
really.
Not like I feel any. Not like I feel any kind of way about that. Yeah. Not like I feel any kind of way. But it's okay. I'm just saying. So let's go with a new question. Should a man wait for a woman to come first? Is the man coming too quick selfish? Ladies, don't all answer this question at once. But I do honestly want to know the answer to this question.
Some women come multiple times, so that first come that she's coming might not be the only one she's going to have for the night.
Yeah, but what about man?
Men tend to just come once and then they just have to rest and come again. Women can come multiple times and don't need to rest.
Right, so if a woman already knows that, yeah, and the man has come one time, and like the older you get, you might have a one and done. Yeah, you're lucky if you get a two and done. Yeah,
Some women don't come at all.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say
Some
that.
don't. They don't. No. Now, let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation. So first, let's start with the question. The question being, if a man comes quick, is it classed as selfish? Like if he can't help it, and everything feel nice, and
But if he can't help it, that's not selfish, though, is it?
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't. Yeah, you can't know that. But it's just, he's in there. Especially if you've had them conversations where
before you even actually go in there.
Huh? No, I don't mean he did. No, if he didn't even go in there, it's a problem there. It's a problem. It's a problem there. Yeah. It's a problem.
Yeah, because some men get a bit excited too quickly, don't they? So before they even enter.
That's young men. That's young men. If you're of a mature stature and you're still doing that, there's a problem. That's when they hurry you up. Like, hurry up and take niggas. Hurry up and take. Oh gosh, too late. Can't sleep now.
Yeah, you're a comedian, man. You're a comedian.
I told you, Sean.
He's got story upon story, man. No, but the thing is, the guy could come within the first 30 seconds, yeah, and then he has to sit down, relax, and whatever. The next time he'll just go for gold, and it's not going to be as quick. So there's truth in that, but is it an issue? I suppose it depends on age. What are you looking for?
And is this actually a relationship or just meeting someone and having sex for the first time?
No, relationship.
That makes a difference.
Look, does it make? Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
Yeah.
Because man try prove. Well, see, no, this is another subject. Come, man try prove he's the greatest. He's greatest of all time. Man try prove he's the greatest of all time. that first time, man proved greatest. Boy. Man nearly dead to prove that, boy. Man sweat so much, and his heart was beating out of his chest. And I said, I'm not stopping until you come. And you get there. You might get the prize. You see, when it comes to the second time now, I can't do all of that shit again.
No harm in trying, though. No harm in trying.
Would you pop a blue pill?
You know what I mean?
Huh?
Would you pop a blue pill?
I'm scared of that, man. I'm scared of my heart.
Would you pop a blue pill?
Yes.
Who said yes?
No.
Okay.
I said yes.
Alistair, would you pop a blue pill?
And I said no.
10.
There's no.
Imagine it was such a straight face 10,
Yeah, but then the blue pill is only designed to help you get it up. It's not designed for stamina.
To stomach. Yeah, about to say it's not to stay up.
Yes,
It'll
it's
stay,
to
it'll just
stay
stay
up.
up. Or when
Yeah,
you're down, it's staying
Have
up.
you seen how people eat peanuts?
Why?
Yeah, that's how we take it. That's how we take the blue pills. Yeah. I mean, that's how I'm taking them. 10, one time, both. Yeah. Once you pop, you can't stop. Talking about. Listen, after, like I said, I'm going for the enlargement next week.
Right, Susie's asking. Why do men do this? Is it because they first learn from reading dirty magazines? What is that? Why they come quick? No, they come quick because. All right, let's do the real thing. The real thing is when you feel like coming, you feel like coming.
And it's the end of the story.
That's it.
No,
All
man.
right,
Those
Professor,
things.
I can hold
Go
my
on,
calm.
Professor T. Professor T, go on. Eh?
If your mind is always trying to control your things, then they don't make no sense. Sometimes if it's there, just run with it. If you hold it, I think it's stopping you from coming again later on because your mind is already controlled trying to hold it. So there's no harm in just letting it go
Okay,
and then
thank
go
you.
again.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. I thought you were
Go
trying to say
again.
that man should hold it. No, I'm saying let it go. Let it go.
Let it
my
go.
people go. Yeah, let it go, bro. Let it go. And
Say that to my new friends.
let it go, man. Let it go. The 1 million a pop. You don't see it. 1 million a pop. That's hard work, you know. Have you not seen the advert? Have you not seen the advert of when the man is making the woman sit on all fours and do the juking like a man would be juking, and he said, "Do that for 1 minute. Let's see how easy it is for you. Do that for 1 minute." And she couldn't do it for 1 minute. She couldn't do it for 1 minute. And he said, "Now you know how we feel." But you tell me something. So if man's up there juking,
But men got different stamina than women, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
well, all of a sudden men got differences, yeah, all the women
Everyone's
independent.
got
Everyone's got differences.
Everybody
There is
equal,
no
everybody
one the
independent,
same.
But all of a sudden now, when man have
There is
difference
no
when it
one
comes
the
to
same.
stamina. Is that why? When you're sitting on top, you have the same
equal.
difference.
Nobody's equal.
So when you're sitting on top, you're in control.
That's right.
Yeah, you run things. Yeah,
Things no run we.
and you up there for a minute, and have to get off. Is that the same thing?
It's a different thing.
What's the difference about it?
It's
The
different.
titty will hurt me after a while, after a whole minute. Then no, sir. Knock out the poor brother. Knock out the poor brother.
In that one.
I don't think he's complaining, though.
Well, yeah.
Your titties do all that. Right.
So what was we talking about?
Your titties.
If a man,
Yeah, what was the question
is,
again?
if a man comes first or a man comes quick, is it selfish?
No.
I think okay. If the man is doing it deliberately, he just wants to, like, it's like whoever it's a race. Whoever come first win. On your marks, get set, go. I win. Do you know what I mean? If it's the way he's doing it, then that's not nice. That's not nice at all.
There's no racing.
However, if you're with your woman and you are a man that can hold it, so you're there and you're doing it, and then you feel like you are just about to, then you just hold off, have a little break, mate. Do you know what I mean? Take it easy. Don't come yet. And I think it is wise, especially for the male ego.
Is that the weed break?
Especially for the male ego to make the woman
Prolong
come
it.
first. Yes, let the woman come first. I believe that, and especially, like I said, for the male ego, because yeah, man. What I mean?
But isn't there a part of the penis that you can pinch that will stop you from coming quick?
Can you somebody help me find it?
It just sprung to mind. I remember I was told that many years ago, but I don't know. Never tried it myself.
see,
But, never tried it.
Buttons,
Do you not hear the man said he wants assistance?
It's all over the place. It's not stopping. It's not stopping. I'm pinched everywhere. It's just not stopping.
Mr. JT Power says, on a serious note, the penis can actually Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying. I'm sure it said. Was it accidentally? Or I think it must be accidentally. Actually, trained from a young age to come quickly. Having a quick wank before getting caught can lead to quick sex later on.
Well, you
Quick
can't
sex
go
or
back. You
longer
can't go
sex?
back in time.
Is that a woman saying that?
That's the guy
No,
saying that.
the guy.
So don't some people masturbate before they go out on dates? So if they actually have sex. I'm
No.
just asking the question.
All right, look, Dion says, I thought it was a gland under the head. See what I'm saying about this pinching thing to stop your bussing? Yeah, there you go.
You just see all nail.
Maybe if you slap it, it will.
Rough one.
But nail-
So do the thing, man said I'm coming. You get off and you look for
Yeah,
the
so
gland and
I-
press
I
it.
pinch
No, you're
up.
not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. We got
No,
more
Alma.
time. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You know what I mean, I've all got lines, blood marks. I'm trying to
I like that one.
Yeah, because D-Light said that you can pinch your butt.
Nobody call I and I name. I'm here to make up
In
the
there, boy.
numbers.
Yeah, go on. Have a whale of a time.
See, I
Yeah,
come
I'm
out with my
coming.
Holy
I'm
Ghost.
coming.
Look.
Baby, I'm gonna come dry Troy off, boy. Hold the thing. No, you're not. Not yet. We're not done yet. We're not finished yet.
But no, but I do think that we should let ladies, you know, again, what I'm saying is just for the male ego, but I do feel that the woman should come first. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, she'll chat you.
You've been polite.
Well, you've been there before.
She
What
would
happened to
check
you?
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm going to go get the extension.
I will be honest with you. I will be
think-
honest with you.
you know
I
what?
will try to
I
make,
don't know.
most of the time, all the time actually, try to make the woman come first.
Yeah.
But if you don't,
Yeah.
sorry.
What are you holding for?
Sorry. Try to make you come first, but
Just go
What
again.
about?
sorry.
But what about? How do you feel,
You have,
guys?
to have to lie down.
Guys, how do you feel if she does? If you come first and she hasn't, and you're spent, and she's not finished, and she reaches for a toy to finish herself off. How do you feel?
No problem.
Go on, do your thing.
Thank you for the help.
Thing of
No,
watching
no.
TV.
Why are you stopping for? Just because you come doesn't mean you have to stop. You
She
know,
reaches for this.
you don't have to. You don't have to stop.
What
Just
type
because
of
you
dick
come.
do you have?
Hold on, you need to put it back in the camera because you can't see it.
No, I want to know. I want to know
don't
where
ask
you
me
bought it
about
from,
my
'cause I want to
wedding,
go to the same place and buy it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, so hold on a minute. Are you saying?
You didn't understand the question. I said, when the gentleman, you're spent completely, you're done, right? And the lady has not
After the first
finished, and she still wants more. She's not finished yet, and she reaches for.
That's like is that a boomerang or a claw?
Apple destroyer.
You know what I mean? That look like so we go, come here. Come here.
Very good. So yeah, so what are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm helping.
Man, reach for
Listen.
it. I'm good
Yeah,
enough.
reach for that.
Let's
Yeah.
go for that.
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
Imagine if you took it and
that
dashed
early,
it
you
across
would
the
have
room.
saved
What
me
would
half the
you do?
job. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, I don't care about out on no job, you know. I get to, I'm coming towards retirement age. Me want to see other people work and me get paid.
Yeah.
I thought you was getting pension already, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Oh, blimey.
But to be, some men are threatened by the toys, you know.
Yeah, I was about to say that. The
No,
jealous.
no, no.
Calm down, Tyrone.
I had an ex
None of-
like that. An
None of my
ex
brethren.
told me
I
no
don't have-
and said no. I don't believe in them plastic things. No.
Really?
I was like, okay, but you weren't doing it for me, so never mind.
Wow. No. Okay.
I'm like, can I film
rebuke
it?
that. That's quite strong, Al. Not rebuke. You said that you brought the vibrator because he wasn't satisfying you.
No, because I wanted to spice things up. I wanted to spice things up. But he was
Right.
saying, no, we don't want it. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Listen,
It's to spice it
I'm
up.
all for getting all the help you can get. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, bring the toy and go on in. Go on in.
Go
So
on then, my son.
what if the woman? Let's put a spanner in the works. What if the woman brought the toy for
I'm
you?
gonna put a strap on.
Nah, sir.
No, strap on, you're going too far, yeah. You're going
Gone
too far.
way
I never
too
said
far.
that, yeah. So, strap on ain't no toy, it's not even a joke thing, yeah. Your strap on thing, no. Me and you done. That instant there, me and you done.
Innit?
Yeah?
So you're running with your brief around your ankle.
Done. I won't even have brief on, I just see the thing, I'm gone. In fact, miss, you in my house, I'm running you come out my yard, man. You try it.
If you're in her house, what are you gonna do? Throw
I'm
yourself
running,
out?
I'm running out naked like countryman.
Yeah.
When she's got the front door's locked and it's bolted and she's
Yeah,
got
jumping out window like countryman, phoning a
There
friend.
you go. Yeah.
Hey yo, hey yo.
You know what? You see Esther with crutches. What happened? Oh man, she put a strap on.
So what's that got to do with breaking your leg, man? I have to jump out the window, innit?
Looking like a cowboy.
You know what I mean? Jeez, man. Yeah, man. She drew for the strap on. I had to go.
There you go, Denise. There's your answer.
No, I mean, you know, if male toys. I mean, what is? I think women are more into that. Do you know what I mean?
What, like the balls?
No, there are probably
what
some
about
men
balls?
worse than women.
What
Because
about
I think
the
even
those,
I think some men, even if some men did like it, you feel. I can't talk for many, but you feel a little bit. What am I doing?
Demasculated.
Not demasculated. Like, what am I doing? Do you know what I mean? Just help me out. I'll have to wrap your chops around this. Help me out.
Okay, so what if you're going out and your partner give you the balls and say, "Oh, I'm gonna put these inside, and here's the remote so you can control my urges."
Oh, all day long.
All day long.
No, I would
Day
never,
long, boy.
never. No.
Listen, and I'm a man that likes to dance with women. You know what I mean? I'll be dancing. And you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Especially
No.
when I want to wind some water. Thank you.
No.
That'll be good.
No,
Why,
I couldn't.
wait, D, why are you
go on.
saying no? Are you saying no because he's got too much control? Why are you
Yeah.
saying no?
Because I know, say, that I would be busting up and giggling and people would want to cart me off to the madhouse, right? Because, no, I couldn't. I not in
So when you have that
public.
feeling, you get too excited.
That's what it is as well.
Yeah, that's what it is. On road, you know? No.
On road, you know. Imagine
No,
you-
but imagine you're going short. Yeah, imagine you're in Sainsbury's
Yeah.
and you're pushing the trolley around, man, pressing button. You're like, oh God, oh Lord, no.
That's good. That's fun, man. That's fun.
We
So
tried
hold
that.
on.
Fun.
Hold on. So what happens if you're in the throes of things, yeah? You're doing your sitting, and the woman's like, yeah, right there, yeah, right there, right, yeah, right there, and the man stop.
I get vexed, you see.
Well, that's selfish.
That's
Now
I
that's
get
That is funny. That is funny.
vexed.
But say he stopped because he had to stop. Like he couldn't go no more. He just
You get
he
cramp.
flexed you get cramp. You get cramp.
If you got a cramp, okay. But it's nothing worse that you're almost there, and the man done finish, and you're like, shit. So you have to go to the bathroom and finish off yourself.
We got the bathroom for. Do it right there and then. What happened to you? Yeah.
Yeah, not hide.
No, but I'm too vexed. If I was too vexed, yeah, I mean,
No.
Close your eyes, man.
So you're so vexed
Not
with
there.
it, but you're not vexed enough for you to still finish yourself off. So what is it?
no, 'cause I don't want him to see me doing it. I'd have to get up. I'd have to get up and go bathroom.
Oh no!
I don't want him to see me. No,
Down.
cause my face with a push up
Long,
with a
man,
long.
I
No,
want to stay in the bed and do it right in front of him so he can see. And he feel away.
Feel away. Oh, baby, was that me? No, that was me. You flopped the show, bro. You flopped the show. Yeah. But I did my best, baby. But you flopped the show, man. You flopped the show. Yeah. We're gonna give you some Irish muss, and some
and some bubba roots.
some bubba roots.
Some bubba roots.
If you're in the middle of the strokes and the woman is just about to come, and then you feel like, boy, I don't think I can make the final. I can't hit the finish line. And you know what I mean? And you have to just draw back your gears. And she's gonna be well upset. But listen to this,
Yes.
darling. Later will be greater. You're gonna thank me for this. Do you know what I mean?
Later, she might not be interested and go on about her business.
See, No Wisdom said that vex ain't no regular vex. That's a mad vex. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those vexes where I want to take my locks. I want to take my locks and I want to tie you up and strangle you.
Yeah, but even though you want to do all that, it doesn't stop you from playing with your pum pum and finish yourself off.
Yeah, but I'm already vexed. I'm already vexed, so I have to get up and do what else.
Through your house.
Who's walking through your house naked?
My child, my son. You know them teenagers, how them scared already.
And hold on, your son is walking past, and you got your lovely purple toy in your hand. Does he not just look at you and just shake his head?
Real talk.
That's right.
Real talk. Adults.
Go on.
Big people.
Mine
No,
was
yeah,
the
man.
door.
And a baby.
Mine heard me talking. He just closed the door and went out.
Edit. My master's like that because I'm about to teach it back.
Apply again. Oh gosh, just box his Ras, locks hurt Ras. Women are getting violent because they feel so that man just
I'll
took
go
the
back
piss and
again,
stuck
Denise.
with her.
Sorry. Oh.
Boss lady, go
What's
back
the
on
question again?
about the therapist.
Okay.
Right. No, we've done
No,
that one.
that one. Would you
Yeah, that's
prefer a
one.
massage?
Would you prefer a massage from a male or female therapist?
Put up the disclaimer.
And also,
Lord.
Pum pum massage.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I haven't
gonna
got a
put the
pum
video
pum,
up?
so I...
Yeah, let's go put up the pum pum massage video. Because I didn't actually think this was. I didn't think it was a real thing. I didn't think it was a real thing.
Where's the Vaseline?
But it's real.
Where's the Vaseline, you know?
Wear the gloves. You need some gloves, brethren. He
Did you just say
did,
that,
didn't
man?
he? A-lister's got no behaviour.
No behavior, man. Man heard OPP, boy, and just went for the gloves. Went for the gloves. So, boss lady, are we getting the video for the pum pum massage?
Remember, it's not a massage, it's a vagina facial.
Hold on a minute. Let me go. I've got to go
Has
downstairs.
the vagina got a face?
Let me go and get. I've got to get.
He's got to get it. Oh, my days.
You know what, S. Dot. You need your own show,
You
man.
guys want a man.
Hey Self-Care Babes, this is Nika. Come do a vajacial with me. Today my client came in to get a Brazilian wax and vajacial. In case you don't know, a vajacial is a facial for your girl because yes, she has to be pampered too. I started off by cleansing her skin with Couché's Gentle 2-in-1 Foaming Feminine Wash. After that, I did some extractions. This is the most uncomfortable part of a vajacial, but I have to get the blackheads and ingrown hairs. And when I say I gotta get them, I gotta get them. After that, I had to bring the kitty back to life with some skin recovery mist followed by some high frequency. This treatment is a gentle and therapeutic approach to skin's rejuvenation, quickly healing and restoring your skin's health. Now it's time to mask. This is a brightening hydrogelly mask. It's cool and soothing to the kitty. It also reduces pigmentation and diminishes the appearance of blemishes and discoloration. So now she's just going to sit and steam for about 5 to 7 minutes. After that, I top it off with a kitty massage. This is a natural finishing massage oil. It's not comedogenic, so it will not clog your pores. And voila, she's ready for whoever and whatever. Bye.
Oh,
Well,
hold on.
Is there cream? You know when guys get
the razor bumps.
razor bumps.
Yeah, I think there probably is a cream. Yeah.
Is there cream for D with the razor bump thing? Because you went through all of that treatment, yeah.
Hey, Lister,
and then you
what's
got
with them
bump pop, pum pum.
Listen,
It will go down, I suppose, after a couple of days.
listen to A-lister.
The question is,
You not even clocked A-lister.
I was listening, brother. But
That wasn't a vagina massage. That wasn't a massage.
what was that?
What was that
That
then?
was not a
Banana
massage.
pum
That
pum
was just-
spa.
Yes.
Yeah.
The pum pum spa.
That's just literally just that.
So
Where is that? Where's the course? Where can you do the course? No, I think I'll be good at it. No, I'm just saying. I look at it and I think, you know what? I'll be
yeah,
good at
man,
that.
one little
No,
6
I'm
weeks
good.
course.
Yeah.
6 weeks
Yeah,
course,
I
and you
know.
can see pum pum,
There's
pum
certain
all
things
day
in life,
long, boy.
like like somebody like you look like a trader and you think, I could actually do
I
that.
could do that. I could actually do
And
that.
I looked at it and I think, you know what? You could do that. You could
Yeah,
do
The
but
that.
word is called
but
gynecologist.
hold on. Hey, listen, wouldn't you be tempted when she put her face close to the thing and was trying to pick up the little?
What? In case something jump out and goes. Rah!
I'll be so professional. You know what I mean? Because I take my work seriously.
Susan said a
I
funny
won't be
trinity
mucking
showing
about.
up.
That is a serious job, and I won't be mucking around. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Susan said what?
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
What I want to know is what you're going to call your
Pum
business.
pums are
What's
us.
the name of the business?
No. I think I just call it shine.
Shine.
Oh, please.
Shine.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Carol. Susan said a fanny should never be shown close up, ugly like.
Innit? Don't want to be frowning at you.
Susan, I'm gonna say no to that because I don't like to say that a woman's vagina is ever ugly. There isn't such a thing.
There is some.
No.
actually.
There are, for real. For real. For real.
Yeah.
Beauty
Yeah.
is the eye of the beholder.
But not pum pum though. No.
What was it?
Not pum pum though. Some of them ugly, right? And it looks like, and when you look at them, it's like a monster's gonna jump out at you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I worked in gynae, and I assisted some people, assisted some of the nurses back in the day, and some of them is like,
Wow.
you have to
What, the ones
mask
that-
up,
the
you have
ones-
to mask up and everything.
The ones that look like they can talk to you.
That's what I'm saying. They like look like this, and then they're gonna go look like something like that. Yeah,
Shrivel up, then. Don't talk to me.
don't talk. Yeah, some of them ugly.
Wagwan.
Because some women, their lips are bigger down there. They're on their face. You understand?
You know what I
So
mean,
it can look ugly.
Fold up as well, innit? Double up and
Wow.
fold up.
Who are these
Like,
women? Where are they?
yeah. And when you
Who are
open,
these women?
in fact, let me not talk the thing.
Where do you find them?
But when you open up, the clip big like.
Listen, some women's
A little
clits
willy.
are big. Some women's clits are bigger than some man cocky. Honestly, they are.
All right, come on. Remember, I told you, D. Like, there's some of us that are sensitive about size. Can you just stop?
Listen, shut your teeth, man. Nothing wrong with you.
So funny.
Nothing wrong with you.
Gosh, I'm
You're
gonna come
alright.
off this show.
Did he just stash away your mic?
Dun, 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 dun.
They're not like us, are they?
God, I can't even do it properly anymore because.
So I need to ask the question then. So with vaginal massage or the what was that thing there? Pum pum spa and all of these things, yeah. What's the point?
Okay, so there's two, isn't there?
Hold on a minute. Do we need to show the video again for him to see?
No.
No, I see
No.
what it does. But what's
So
the point?
lovely the thing looked. Wow.
You have to do all of that. Listen, let's just go back to old school, yeah? Have a fucking shower and shave your blood clot self and then rub some cream on it and we're, and we're nice around here. You spend what? How much you spend there? £150?
PC.
Women are going to Jamaica and Africa to get massaged by men.
Oh, did you?
But then what? What you said? What you said?
Yeah.
Wait
Let's
a
not go down the road. Let's not.
It was a laughing. It's a delay.
So women go to Jamaica and
Hey,
Africa
listen,
to go
don't
and
say
get
it.
massaged by men. So they go clean to an. I don't know what they're doing that for, you know. Because me and A-lister will do a couple of things for free just for training.
For training purposes. Put your disclaimer out there.
Rafting, massage on the raft.
Listen,
Oh,
man.
you guys,
Wow,
man.
all across the world to go get your fanny feel up. I don't get it. Because
So, would you let a man massage you, A-lister?
Pardon?
A-lister, would you make a man massage you?
No way.
Why?
No, sorry. I'll take it back. I had an injury from
Okay.
the gym, a back injury, and I had to go and get a sports massage, and it was a guy doing it. And I was like, oh man. But listen, when I walked in there like this, oh my days, and I walked out like a ballerina. So yeah.
Show me the move. Show us the move. How did you move when you came out?
That's how I walked out of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I was happy. But like, if I'm going to a spa, it's got to be a woman for me. It's got to be a woman all day long. I don't want to be in a spa relaxing and there's some geezer rubbing and I can hear him breathing. I can hear the man breathing. Nah, man.
Man,
I
that's
want,
in your back.
yeah. I'll be like, all right, stop. Keep the money. I'm gone. I'm all right. You're not going to be making those sounds, bruv. I'll tell you that.
No.
Get out of there.
I'm not in it neither.
Nah. Woman all
Not
day
even. It's
long.
always got to be
I don't
woman.
even mind if I get the massage and there's no happy ending. I don't care.
But women are different. Women, you got the best of both worlds. You don't mind getting a massage from a woman, and you will take a massage from a man. So, yeah, I can't really see myself taking a massage from a man. I can't.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I mean, injury, I get it. But like to go to a spa and you go in there and you know what I mean? No. I want to enjoy my spa.
Mandy C says the best massage she ever had was from a man.
Yeah, that's right. That's fine.
So who said that?
Mandy C.
Mandy C.
Okay.
The best massage she had was from a man.
Not Michael, Mandy.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said no, and she said no woman's massaging my pum pum.
Wow.
Really?
I was just about to say something rude.
Okay,
You can. You're allowed.
Yeah,
No.
you can.
You're
So if
allowed.
Past the watershed, love.
Okay.
So wait.
Oh, is that the next question?
Is that the
Okay.
question? Right.
If your partner asks you for a threesome, would you?
Yes. But only there's stipulations for my threesome. It's only can be another woman, not another geezer.
Why not another man?
Because I can't have a hard on in front of another geezer. How about that?
Yeah, but you're doing it for your woman to please her.
No.
Isn't it?
No.
Would you
I'm not
call
doing
it a
that for
sword
my woman.
fight?
There's other things I can do for her. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'll do anything for love, but I can't do that.
On guard. On guard.
Yeah.
On guard.
And put mask on and say Zorro. Zorro.
You know what I mean? I'm not sword fighting.
One for all and all for one.
No way. But another woman all day long, baby. All day long. All day long. I'm. Come on. Come on, let's go. I'm ready right now. I'm telling you. And let me tell you something. I could be in any type of depression, any type of upset, any type of bills, and you tell me threesomes, all sins are forgiven.
Okay.
Skin and teeth.
See,
Skin and teeth
JT
for
Power
days.
So
said,
say you
A-lister,
did it.
can you manage two women?
All right, come on.
Can you manage two women though? That's what JT Power
ever
asked.
manage one.
I'm going to try my hardest.
Right, okay.
No, that's the right answer.
Yes.
I'll have a go, mate.
Yes. I am going to try my damn hardest. And I tell you, I'm going to try. I told you 10.
10 blue pills.
Yeah.
10 blue bottles.
I'm ready. And one Red Bull.
So you'd only do it with women. You won't do it with men. So if you've done it with
No,
women,
no.
and then she said next time it's man for me. Okay.
No, no.
What if she looked at you differently after? In fact, forget that.
She
Women.
can
I'm
look
gonna
at me
start
in
with women.
Chinese. I don't care.
Women.
It's not happening.
Women. Would you?
No,
Your partner asked you for a threesome.
no.
You're telling him straight no.
I'm
Straight.
I'm
No.
selfish.
Look at them. Bunch of amateurs.
To him straight no, and then
A-lister, piss off, man.
Bunch of amateurs. Come on. Get with the times, man. Come
My
on.
body's not built
My
for
family do
that.
come from Clarendon, so yeah, we're from country.
My
and
body's
what?
not built for that.
Oh,
Sorry.
for goodness.
well, Mandy C, you're saying nope. April, you saying yep.
Yeah,
No, answer for two. You saying yep, April.
Yes.
Go on, you go on, girl. You go on, girl.
Yes.
Even if that's not the answer you was
Well,
answering.
okay,
I'm
April
taking it
can
as
be
that.
with
Go on,
A-lister then.
Go on, April. Go on, April.
Nope. All the ones that say nope, a bunch of amateurs.
Juanita, she says no. She said
What
no.
about you,
What
Ardenise?
about-
What about you, Ardenise?
Bunch of L plates.
I'm open-minded.
You're
I'm
open-minded.
April says we're picking her together.
My head for Denise.
I'm open-minded, girl.
Go on, Denise. You tell him, love.
I'm
Go
just
on,
open.
tell him.
Yes, I'm just open-minded. You know that. I'm just open-minded. I'm just different that way. I'm just different. I'm a very different cat. But what about a cuckold? Could you be in that situation?
A who?
What? Come on, man. Some of us don't. We're not professional in this thing here.
What
Talk
did
to
you
me.
say?
Neither am I.
What?
What you say?
What's that? What?
A cuckold. So it could be that you decide to bring in the two of you decide to bring in a gentleman or a female. Let's forget about that. We're talking about threesomes. Imagine if you and your partner together and you bring in somebody else and he's actually satisfying your woman and you're having to, you make a decision to actually stay there
And
watch.
watch.
Yeah.
How about I make a decision to never see her again?
How about what?
How about that decision?
How about what?
How about I never want to see her again? You're joking. I'm not putting myself in that position. He's up rooting out my missus, and I've just got to stand there, and I've got
Just sitting
to
down
watch.
there.
Yeah, I've got enough
smoking
insecurities
weed,
going on
man.
as it is, let alone having some geezer come and root out my missus. Nah, when I can't see you again. I'll see
Yeah,
you
but
later.
what about you though? As you would say, rooting out the next woman, and us women would have to stand there and sit there and watch you do that, and you got a big grin on your face. I can imagine you with a big, 32 like this.
hard.
You never hear them. They're not like us.
That's right. Exactly. I mean, come on.
Right, okay, look at what Seth says in the chat room. She says, no, too dangerous. Suppose I whine on a man and he on me to the point it sweet me so much and makes me want to leave my man or the same thing from my man. Relationship done, innit?
Listen.
So you're adding temptation to the relationship. But you must be open-minded enough to know that it's just sex.
And also as well, we have to bear in mind, if you do want to have a threesome, yeah, your woman has got to be into women too. Do you understand what I mean? Because, I think, yeah.
Some women are not into women. Some women just want to please their man.
What, and have another woman there? I like those women.
Yeah.
Where are they?
See, I think, then that's where there will be problem. Because if you're just doing it for pleasing sake, at the end of the day, you might be doing something against your grain just to please your man. And then your conscience kick in and like, boy, I never really liked that. You play it back in your head and you see how your man's face was when he was dealing with the thing. You see you see how he was going down upon her. He's like, but I love him, but he was dealing with her a bit too.
I wonder how many women experience that same feeling.
Yeah,
Afterwards.
I know. Why did you give it to her so many times?
during.
Why did you gave her 4 and you gave me 3? You know what I mean? What's going on here? Oh my goodness. But I mean, I do think that the woman, I think it works better if the woman is into women. And I think it's nice for a man to have a woman that's into women. You both like the same things and you go for the same things. Do you know what I mean? And you guys can have a wonderful relationship where you just go out and check woman. You know what I mean? Oh, what? That's the best thing since sliced bread.
Nah,
Wow.
because you see me, I am not feeling up a next woman's breast. I've got enough of my own to feel up. So I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Sorry, I've got enough breast and batty of my own. I'm not.
Amateurs.
You're just hating. Look at you, amateurs.
Amateurs, boy. Look.
Yeah, but he still want to get his.
But look at how much people in there.
I am.
Georgie said it's a 50th threesome. 50th threesome.
50th.
50th, what? Yeah, man, President's 50th. Why?
No. The 50th. Do a threesome for the 50th. In here, at least I want to do a 99th.
Okay. What about couples then?
Nope.
Two couples.
Nope.
Straight swapping. Swapping.
It seems like A-lister don't want to see no next man's dingaling. That's what it is, isn't it?
I don't. You want to see a next
No,
man
he don't
thing?
want them.
He don't want no one see no next man, and he don't want no next man troubling his woman.
No,
he don't
stop.
want it. A woman can do it, but a man can't.
No.
Look what Noel says. Noel says, then Carol standing in the passageway with a strap on. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy.
Rough boy, standing up there, boy. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't want next man in the threesome? What do you mean?
No, man, that ain't happening. And couples that do that, they're swingers. Do you know what I mean? That's what they are. They swing from left to right, and I rate them. I rate them because me personally, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
All right,
So let's
topic.
go to the next question. If we engage in conversations, perhaps go out for a meal and then return home and have sex, after intimacy, will we consider ourselves to be in a relationship the following day?
No.
The answer to that categorically is no. So last question. This is the last question. The answer categorically is no.
No.
So you painted the picture is you there on the phone chatting with somebody for a little while. Yeah, you're chatting, you're trying to get to know them, but you got their number, you're chatting to them. Then you've gone out on a date, first time. So you've been chatting to them, say, for 3 months. And then you go out and you actually go meet them and you go chat. You have a nice time. There's a little connection. You're nice. You've been chatting for 3 months. You're nice. Have a little connection. You come back. He dropped her home. She said, you want to come up for a nightcap? You come up for the nightcap. You drink two. You have one more drink for the road. You start kissing. You start touching. And then you have sex. After that.
Some people believe that they're in a relationship after that.
See, that to me is red flag. If you believe that, you're in a
No.
relationship.
Some people believe. Some people actually years later they're still together.
Yeah, but then that was good
wrong with that.
because they would have been like okay, yeah, I like you, and blah, blah, blah. But some majority of people is this is the first encounter, you know. No long, doesn't matter how long we've been chatting. This is the first time I linked you. Yeah, first time I linked you. When you're chatting to me on the phone, you could have been telling me all kind of foolishness to get me into bed.
Right.
Yeah? Notice how I said to get me into bed. Right.
Can I ask a
go on.
question? Is a sexual relationship a relationship?
Is a sexual relationship?
In what aspects?
Depends
In
on
what
the
aspects?
alright,
What do you
okay.
mean?
The sexual relationship.
Answer in what you heard. Is a sexual relationship
Yeah,
a
it is.
relationship?
It's a type of
Yeah,
relationship.
one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
relationship.
it is
There
a
you go
type
then.
of relationship.
There you go then. Yes, you can be in a relationship after having sex.
No, not
You
at all.
can
No,
be,
it's
you
not a
can be, but
relationship.
that- but
A
that's the
relationship is
question,
not
that
a
was the
first
question,
encounter.
It's
A relationship is many
No,
encounters.
no,
If you've
no.
had many encounters, you have
No,
a
no.
relationship. On one encounter, you don't have a
On a friend-
relationship. Not on one encounter.
No, I
You
think
can have a
relationship is
you can have a verbal relationship with
No, a
someone.
verbal
after the first
relationship is
session.
not a
No,
verbal
it doesn't.
relationship. There's no such thing as a verbal relationship. No, no,
You
no,
need to
no.
have a relationship
You're pulling
conversation.
star there.
And also as well, there are men out there that who prefer to lie
Define relationship.
just to get the pum pum. So they probably will tell that lady, you know, I like
they're
you.
fantasizing their
exactly.
lies.
So what some men do is they make a woman fall in love with the potential, you know, of what could happen. Do you know what I mean?
Ladies out there,
And they
are you
can't-
listening to
they
what
can't
A-lister
deal
is
with
saying? Take note of what he must say.
Let's talk real talk.
Yeah, start from the beginning. Start
Chris
from the
Ryder
beginning again.
said,
Start from
no,
the
it's a
beginning
link. Yeah. April said, I was single and I've had one friend to fix my business. Yeah. Now she's single. She had one friend to fix her business. So that's a friend with benefits. That would be in terms of having a relationship.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a sexual encounter.
That's a
sexual
relationship. It's more
yeah.
than one time and rubber. Not link up on the first time and say we're having a relationship. The relationship is something that you always have to build, isn't it? You
Yeah.
can't go out with somebody and say, right, me and you. In order for you to say that that partner is your partner, you've had to build something with them to say you have a relationship, not off one
Right.
encounter. Because then that would be the same as saying if you've had a one night stand and you might see them again in the future. That's a relationship.
Yeah, like I said, it all depends on how it's all delivered. It all depends on how it's delivered to the lady because, you know, 9 times out of 10, if there's honesty there, you can have sex with somebody and go about your business if you're being completely honest because there's no expectations from that lady. But then if you're going to be dangling a carrot and making her feel like something's going to happen and, you know, because some women wouldn't want to have sex with somebody, you know, and nothing, and it not lead, it's not intentional, it's not leading to something, where there's some women that might, because everybody's different. But if you're with somebody and then they've got that intent, their intention is to be with you, and then you then still have sex with that woman, knowing the situation, I think it's the guy that's out of order. I don't really blame the woman. If there's honesty there, that woman wouldn't think the next day that she's in a relationship.
That's true.
Again, it's all about communication.
100%.
Everything's about communication. You know, you got to communicate the right advice and the right words. Do you know what I mean? Just because you've been speaking for 3 months, then you had your little.
This sounds like catfish, though, isn't it?
I think, I think some of the responses are the negative part of it. Sometimes you know what I mean. You think of the negative part of it, but you have sex or relationship in the first instance, yeah, and it might not have been good. It might have been great, but you want to do it again. Why does it have to be on? No, it doesn't have to be a relationship straight away.
Well, if you go there a second time,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're
you,
building
Then you can
something.
say you're building on the relationship.
well, I don't have sex with someone for just one time.
No,
Yeah, but they
Doesn't
don't
make
know
no
that.
sense.
They don't know that.
because you didn't plan.
depends-
You didn't
it depends on
plan.
the
You didn't plan to
communication.
sleep with each other. Yeah,
And what
because
if you
remember, you've
had
been
sex with them
communicating for
on the
3
first
months.
relationship, the first time, and it was the most abysmal sex you've ever had in your life?
Pointless going.
You going back?
Am I going back?
He's gonna go back to make sure.
You go back a
it-
second
what,
time just to make sure it wasn't. You know what I mean?
You understand? I
Go
don't
back the
think
second
negative.
time.
I don't think negative on it. You
Can I tell
understand?
you a story? Yeah,
Go
many
on,
years
You're
ago.
gonna anyway. Go
Yeah,
on.
Come on, Jackanory. Come on, Jackanory.
many years ago, when I was younger, I'm talking about like in my early 20s, late teens, and me and a friend of mine, we used to go out a lot. Anyway, cut a long story short, so I checked this girl, yeah, and for some reason we didn't connect properly in that department. Do you know what I mean? She just didn't really do it for me, so I wasn't really into it that much. Anyway, so then months passed, and then my friend, he ended up doing something with her, but he told me that he raised a roof with her. Do you know what I mean? So I know every time, and then after that, she saw both of us together. She think, yeah, he's a shit one, but he's the good one.
So it's
It's
your fault.
Yeah. But then she probably said, you know what you gave her wasn't good enough. But the other friend, so she probably taught him what to do.
Well, no, man.
Or maybe
this man is
he
kill and
taught her a
destroy.
thing or two.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it.
But then she's a bit of a hoe then because she's sleeping with both friends.
100%.
No, she didn't know- she didn't know they were friends.
100%.
Did she know you were friends?
Of course she does. We're always together. Always
Okay.
together. Well, obviously, because
Okay.
I'm the rubbish one, didn't she? Let me try the other one.
Then don't you have a bro code that the guys don't go after the other people's woman, your friend's
No,
woman?
she weren't my woman like that. So it wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was my
Part,
missus,
part,
then
the,
my
the
God,
part of the bro,
okay.
yeah, part of the
You have
bro,
a
part of the bro
code.
code is if it wasn't nothing to you like that, then
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just fair
then,
game.
you know
You do
what
what
I
you
mean?
want.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if
Is
it was
your
like
friend
me,
still with her though? Is your friend
No.
still with her?
No.
It was like, let's have a go. It was like, let's have a go then.
Isn't it?
Chris Ryder says, A-lister, your friend was bigger.
Yeah, that's it. Probably was. He probably cleans his toes with it. You know what I mean? But that's why I'm gonna go to next week. You lot watch, man. I'm just gonna put it on Facebook and show you lot one new extension.
What you get?
They'll lock it off. They'll lock it off, man. You'll have to come and do a live on here.
Okay, then I'll do that then.
No, you
In
ain't.
in fact, can we
You
do a
do that on your own
pay
channel. You're not doing it on my channel, mate.
You know what? Can we do a pay-per-view? Do a
I'll do it on
pay-per-view.
the spot. On the spot.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Rough boy, and you could come in with the dance as well.
Do that, do the dance.
What I want to know is, are you gonna bring your wires as well?
Oh my gosh, you stood up on the wires. Oh wow.
I know.
Wow, the wires
Wow.
from way back when.
A-lister, I'll ensure that we do an AI one version, yeah?
Yes. I want an AI version.
extension.
But can it be with my extension on?
Yeah,
With your real thing on.
I want the extension. When I get the extension, I want it on it.
Ding a ding ding ding.
I'm gonna put up a GoFundMe.
Mandy C says you can have an OnlyFans, A-lister.
Yeah, no problem. Can someone help me do a GoFundMe? Help A-lister get an extension. When he's
No.
Do it yourself.
No.
Rough boy, I'll be
about?
interested.
I'm
I'll be
gonna send you the
interested
thing.
to see how
And
much
Carol,
money
I
you
want
make,
you to
boy.
forward it on your Facebook. Help A-lister.
Yeah,
Look,
send it to me.
People are interested. Listen, hey, listen, you're getting interest, you know. People are jumping up. They want it on Facebook Live. Yeah, Facebook will get locked off. They want it on
It
Facebook
would
Live.
get lock off. That's why you've got your own platform anyway. Listen, it's called Happy People Promotions. Yeah, it's called Happy People Promotions.
You could talk about cocks and pum pum on here. This is the spot. I'll do it on the spot. At the spot section.
Look, you get lost, yeah. Just get lost, man.
PG.
You and Fuye can do it together, yeah.
Oh my
Rude
gosh,
boy.
could you imagine Fuye?
At the same time,
Oh,
you'll be a
Same
rude
time.
boy if you
You
do it at the
understand?
same time.
That's
Rude
what
boy.
I'm saying.
Saying, if you're bad, do you and Fuye do a show together, yeah?
Yeah, will embarrass me. He's a long cocky man. I can't work with him.
You gotta do sideways. You
can't
gotta
work
film
with
it sideways.
I can't work with 28. He wraps his thing over his shoulder. He goes like that. He's a bushman. You know what I mean? yeah. I can't compete with that. I'm not gonna go.
So Mandy C says the GoFundMe might not work. Maybe your exes will pay for it.
Wow.
Well, they're exes for a reason. Do you know what I mean?
Are you still friends with them?
When he gets the extension, they might not be exes no more. They might be coming back for more.
They'll be back. They're exes because I didn't have the extension.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Lister. They just said that massages can help.
Massages? How can they help?
That's what Boom 26 says. If you have a massage, it can help.
Help what? Help what? She needs to massage whatever that name is. Needs to divulge a bit more. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Booms. What kind of massage are we talking about here?
Boom 26.
Because women have the is there massages for men? The men get them massages down their piece there. Cocky massages. They have to go places and get them. Look, you can't have vagina. Listen, we're living in a world of equalities here, yeah? If you can go and get vagina massages, we must go and get cocky massages. We'll go there.
Or hood massager.
Hood massage. Oh, that one there, man.
What
you get? Hey, T, where you going? I'm going to get my hood massage, mate.
Pop can do that.
Hey, Alexa, is there something called hood massage?
Harold Scott.
Alexa.
Is there
Harold
anything
Scott.
called hood massage?
Oh, here we go. There you go. Alexa ain't listening to that. Carol Scott, can I give you a job offer?
No.
For
No.
95 grand a year.
No.
95 grand.
95 grand a year. You are a fully qualified cock massager.
No, I'm fine.
You'll have gloves
For 95 grand. Listen, I'm in a fucking queue, man. I've got my gloves
You're not
here.
actually touching it. You'll have gloves.
I've got
Marigold.
Marigold.
Why wouldn't you want to touch it then?
It's got the ridges on it. It's got the ridges on it.
Arden says, why wouldn't you want to touch it though?
Touch it. Why not?
Why should I?
Why not?
You're getting 95 grand a year, love.
I would touch it. I would touch it for 9 grand.
It's too small. Why would I want to touch it?
Yeah, take them zeros off. You're giving me too much, man. Sean, let me just give you.
Well, you look and count. Listen, 90 grand. You can count the strokes, boy. That's 10 strokes. That's 10 grand a stroke to us.
Listen. Listen.
But you have to stroke it
would
small
love
though.
that.
Get the balls and everything and stroke it up from 10 grand, man. Takes about 5 minutes to get all the way up.
No, you know what you do? You lift it up and slap it like a baby's bum, innit?
Right, see now you added more. You added more to it, boy. That's a 150 grand massage there. That is.
And then if you need, then if we have to shave.
Bite it. Now she wants to lick it down.
No, but if you have to shave it
I
as
think
well,
Carol's
that's
a
another
madam.
monies.
Madam
Yeah.
Carol. Madam Carol Scott. Yeah, that's your new name, Madam Carol.
Well,
If I don't offended, you will never see me taking selfies, that's for sure.
Madam Carol.
Watch it. T Smooth said hood massage is a happy ending. April says touch it, flick it, money for mech.
You see it, April? Go on, my girl. Go on, my girl. Go on, my girl.
Money for mech.
Money for mech, yes.
Boom says I can do that job. I will put it on my CV. Rude boy.
Listen,
Well,
Hey, listen, you got people that's willing to do it.
there's women that are willing to
Listen, I'm first in the queue.
Yeah.
right.
See what I mean?
No CVs,
Yeah.
man. You got to
And
bring
you-
CVs in there, man. We got there's competition. There's CVs around here, boy.
Listen,
Everybody's
look-
got to do
look, keep on a
5 minute
CV.
demo.
My
Got to do
job.
5 minute demo. We're looking for some male models for the 5 minute demos for the oud massages. Yeah,
I'm here.
proper
I'm here.
business,
I'm here.
proper business out there.
A-listers right
yeah?
up front. A-listers in one of them tents at the front of the queue.
Yeah. I'm here. Yeah. I slept overnight.
Okay,
I've been
So-
here yesterday waiting for this.
so people, we have come to the end of Let's Talk Real Talk.
A 3 hours gone already.
Episode 2.
3 hours gone already.
Wow.
Yeah. The Women and Men edition. We've gone through a good few topics and had opinions from everybody and the audience up here, which has been very informative, very funny, and very eye-opening, as I would say. Very eye-opening. And there will be more. So I would like to thank the ladies on the panel. Big thank you going out to Carol Scott.
Yeah.
Yes. Big thank you going out to D Light.
That's a nice
Thank you going out to our Denise.
Denise.
There's the madam.
I've been the ladies of the panel. Thank you also going out to, of course, already that's the boss lady, the producer inside the place.
Hercules.
And can't forget the men. Big thank you going out to the A-lister. And he's wearing that shirt as well, you know. That's the shirt picture. Put the A-lister picture back up again. Put the A-lister picture back up again.
Firstly, can we put the video up? Because I don't think everyone's seen the video of A-lister, so not everyone's going to understand the joke. Are we able to put that up?
Oh, we don't have it on this platform. We don't think we have it on this platform.
Planning for that.
Yeah. So also, big shout going out to Touch T.
Yes, Touch.
But let us also do it right here at the spot.
What's the hand pose?
Isn't it? Watch it, Muggle and pause.
Don't jealous me.
Never, T, man. Never. Wow, look what you do.
And yeah, just waiting for somebody to say.
Oh, and S. Campbell, the one and only S. Campbell. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow, watch him. That looks like an album cover. Or you know, if you're gonna go to audition for a film, that is what you would use. That's the kind of picture you'd use.
Yeah, I like the picture there.
My name is Alfonso.
Well, guys, we've had a really good show today.
Man, we've had some jokes, man.
Yep.
It's been great.
Audience and everyone that's participated today has been absolutely fantastic. When I first started the show, I was in a terrible mood, but now I've just been uplifted. I've been inspired. You know, I feel like I'm going to have a new life now. With my new,
you got a new job anyway. You got a new job anyway. I'm
a pum massager now.
but you see, A-lister now. He's going to go on Amazon. He's going to order all kind of things. Then he's going to leave from Amazon, go to Love Honey, and go order stuff on there. And he's going to be a rejuvenated guy.
I let out all the secret of all the places where you get your things from. I just let that.
I don't have no things.
Oh, look at that! You don't have no things.
Well, I tell you what. Thank you going out to each and every one of you that's listening in and take part. Let's talk real talk. Until the next one, I have to bid you all a good night. God bless, and remember, you can also watch it back or listen it back on the Mixcloud at the spot, and I dare say it will be back on the rewind. Yeah. So until next time,
Lord Touchington T. Lord Touchington T.
Watch it.
I'll see you later, my subjects.
Love that show so much. I need some lotion. Such a good show.
Oh, dear, that's funny. That's funny, man.
Mute up.
Hey, yo, Sean Paul. Yo. I bust the rhymes this enough. Pass me the blowtorch when me light this big head. No. Bring that come road boy.
Just give me the light and pass the joke. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my style, then I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in the vibe, then I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, them looking high, but I got to know.
Clap on the one, on the clap on the one. Boss a boss in the place, and if I clap on the one. See me and Sean Paul link, I come to create a plan. We go and dance, I'll bust it up and make up a grand.
Visions of you and I.
foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise the leg, raise the foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise the leg, raise the foot and jump. Carnival massive all around. Carnival massive, you be done. Raise the foot if you want to jump. Raise the foot if you jump the man. Carnival massive all around. Carnival massive, you be done. Raise the foot if you want to jump. Raise the foot if you jump the man. Pirate girls if you feeling hot. Show the boys and then what you got. Raise the foot, you it in the air. Jump around like you just don't care. Pirate girls if you feeling hot. Show the boys and then what you got. Raise the foot, you it in the air. Jump around like you just don't care. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise the leg, raise the foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump, jump. Hold up your foot and jump. Raise the leg, raise the foot and jump.
Can you see something about you making me wanna fall in love with you, be one with you? Falling in love, falling so hard, I can't get out.
You saw me at the mall just the other day, pulling bags for my girl, so you looked away. She don't mean things to me anyway, and I still be with you if I had my way. It's the best was to go where you used to live. I got weed late one night, so let it stay. I found out that no one can take your place, 'cause I still be calling your name. I know you see, it ain't hurt